Oh, you're still here? This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito, located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast and lunch burritos. They've also got some plates. Tell them JP Lopez sent you. But breakfast burritos are pretty fucking huge, so you better bring a big appetite. They're the shit. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. This episode is brought to you by DJ Keepo. DJ Keepo handles all things like weddings, quinceañeras, anniversaries, and graduations. He's good at what he does, keeps the party going, and hit him up on IG, TikTok at DJ Keepo 806. Once again, that's DJ Keepo 806.
Huh?
To the Jews.
Not necessarily.
I mean, it was their body.
So there was about 20 to 24 million people that were incarcerated in concentration camps, and only 6 million of them were Jews. So what's up with the other 20 million?
But then I also read.
Well, I don't know if there were 6 million Jews.
That's
because I've read a thing. There was only 3 million Jews in that.
yeah,
whole
I read
area.
that they padded the stats
Yeah.
on all the Holocaust.
Well, there was no more than 6, but
you know
Little
the
ashtray. All
Yes.
every
you
single
know in
one.
elementary is like a greater than or
It's in there.
equal or greater than
Alligator. Which one is which one is it like?
with the line under.
I think most of the people were Russians,
Oh, yeah.
POWs of the Russians, and also gays and the retarded. They were wasted mouths, so they sent them out.
While
there.
we're on the subject, I'll tell you a story. My wife was crying that she wanted to go home, and what I mean by that is like go back to where she grew up in the church, right? Like go back to her church, her church. And I was like, fuck it, we've been going to Trinity, but let's give it a try. I had never been to this church. She supposedly grew up in there, went to school, and that's very first service I went to. The pastor quoted Hitler in a good way, and like I fucking like I lost my shit, dude. I was like, this motherfucker just quoted Hitler. She's like, shut up, and I'm like, no, you don't fucking get it. This dude just quoted fucking Hitler. Like,
You had the Bible and Mein Kampf right next to each other. There you go, Mein Kampf.
His sermon was about my struggles.
I'm like, damn.
so needless to say, I didn't go back.
It's like, oh, we're not
You
gonna
like
do
Trinity?
Yeah. But now, can y'all hear me?
I
I
don't have no sound or. There we go. I can hear.
I'm scared to move this.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Hello.
Are you good?
Myself. Yep.
Now, I think, in my opinion, it's turning mega churchy. I'm getting Joel Osteen vibes from it.
Man.
Yeah, for real.
I went a couple times. Amanda would go, and she would invite me. And I was like, she was like, just please. I was like, so I went, and I was like, oh shit, they got a Starbucks in this motherfucker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Starbucks, stayed there about 30 minutes. Then I came in, I found where they were sitting, and I watched all the commercials.
K-Pops.
What you got?
I'll take off 4.
And then, so we go in. Of course, we drop Malachi.
It's going to be 30 minutes. I'll wait.
I'll wait. I got it. And drop Malachi off, right? Because they have the little daycare center in the back. So I drop them off, get my coffee. I wait and I get it. Then I go find where they're sitting at because her mom was going there at the time. And I find them. I sit there. I watch all the commercials. And then they started. I was like, shit. Right? Now I'm going to have to listen to church stuff. And then thank God Malachi saved his dad because they called his number.
The number popped up.
It's like, yes.
Babe, let me go deal with this. I'll be back.
You know he only listens to me, my love.
Y'all come back with cake pops and shit.
They don't sell that here. Oh yeah, we went to the other Starbucks.
I like it. I really do. But now they have because we used to go to Wednesday service all the time, and then now his son does the Wednesday service, And this dude can just go on and on. Like, you're like, bro, come
He
on.
likes to hear himself talk.
I think so. But the reason I say mega churchy and Joel Osteen, I've seen him out several times and like try to, and I'm a nobody. Like, so I was just like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
How many are in that part of that church? Like,
I don't know. It'd be a couple thousand. It'd have to be.
Man. Easily.
A lot of people. I mean, I
Or-
hear
or-
of
You
it.
gotta think the school too, because the school's super
Oh, I
packed. So
forgot
a lot
about
of
the
those
school, too.
members, they go to that school.
They're building another church of it, right?
Are they?
Yeah, I think they're, and it's not even by there. I think it's on the other side of town, but it's still all Trinity.
Oh, Muslim on the rock.
We were gonna send Malachi there.
To Trinity?
Yeah, we were gonna send him there.
You glad you didn't?
No.
Because Christ the King is your roots, kind of, sort of, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a lot tougher on the holidays for us because I don't do the Christmas or Easter.
Yeah.
And they're really, really big on all that stuff. So
Wouldn't
it's
you
hard to
figure Trinity
explain.
would be too?
Yeah, but they're. I don't know, man. I guess they would be, but there's not a good private, non-religion. You know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
good school to put them in, man. So
They don't do birthdays like someone in his
Malachi.
family. And so when he invited me to his son's birthday, I was like, do I bring a gift? Do I not? He's like, yeah, man, bring him a gift. And I was like, all right. So it's like, I don't know, you usually, the 2-hour window, you usually like take the last 30 minutes for cake and presents. This dude probably opened presents for like an hour.
dude,
I'm
three
like-
things. Everybody, and because and everybody's like, but because like my birthday comes, I don't do anything at all, right? And Amanda, a little pain in the butt. Angel's more like me, nothing. But you know, a 5-year-old is hard to tell him we're not gonna do a birthday party for
Yeah.
because everybody at school is like happy birthday. They give him a card. They do cookies there for him. It's like, well, fuck. School gave me cookies. My dad ain't giving me shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of tough, man. With
I
him.
kind of took pride in my gift.
Dude,
because,
fuck your gift. Hold on. Fuck your gift and fuck Freddie's gift.
I kind of took pride in it, right? Because he had a shit ton of gifts, right? But I threw in some big league bubble gum in there. That dude didn't give a fuck about none of those gifts. All he cares is, hey, where's my gum? Where's my gum?
No, but your fucking gun?
Yeah.
Fuck that gun. That shit hurts, bro.
It's just a gel blaster.
No, fuck. Those Orbeez, when you put them in water and that shit hurts, bro. I'm not, and then it makes a mess all over the house.
You're
I mean,
welcome.
My son freezes them, where he used to when they freeze them, he'd shoot them.
See.
God dang.
We're gonna have to teach him how
I'm
to
going
do
to have
that.
to.
No,
Hey,
hell
Malachi,
no.
put him in the freezer.
Don't be throwing out those soft ass bullets.
He's gonna come back. Where's my gun at? I don't know. JP came and got it back.
Shit, they had I don't even know if they still sell it, but years ago when my youngest son, I bought him and it wasn't a Nerf. It was like it was a Nerf ball about the size of a golf ball, but it was yellow. They were yellow. When we bought it, we didn't think nothing of it. Dude, that thing shot probably like 30 miles, and like it shot hard. I mean, it fucking shot hard. Dude, I didn't realize it right when we bought it. Man, he was shooting that thing. And he was shooting his brother and sister, and I'm like, God, what is that? I'm like, what the fuck?
And then he's all taking those Nerf balls out of the freezer.
No, man,
He started playing with them too.
man, I forgot what the brand was, man. It wasn't Nerf, it was something else. And man, God, they didn't make those damn things illegal. Dude, them things.
Oh,
fucking
was it
shoot.
those pump ones?
Man, I can't really remember. It was a little red, something tech. I don't know what it was. They sell like at Academy or
Yeah.
whatever. But man, those things were fucking. I had to hide it, man, because he was gonna.
It broke.
Man,
It's broken.
It's broke.
that thing was fucking, like,
Give
wasn't
it
a
back
toy.
to him when he's 25.
There you go.
Like,
Here you go, dude.
Get your handgun license. Like,
My dad did that shit to me with my BB gun.
You hit it?
For the longest, I couldn't find it. And then I just stopped giving. I gave up. I was like, man, someone stole it. Someone took it. And then, I don't know, a couple years go by, and I'm, like, looking for shit in the cuartito, and I'm like, this motherfucker, man.
Should have just started walking around with it.
oh, I got my ass whipped over it. I shot out the windows, the next door neighbor's window. God damn. Boy, I got my ass whipped over
the
that. Fucking
pump
little,
action one?
what do you call them?
Or the
They call
handgun.
it, no, it was a
Red
pump.
Raider. What do you call
Yeah,
those?
you're on
Red
it.
Rider or some shit like
Some
that.
shit like
yeah.
that. The little pump one. Yeah, that's
Red
what it was.
Rider.
Yeah,
Red Rider.
Yep.
Yeah.
The little pump. And you
can pump as much as you want, right?
Right. Pump, 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 pump. I broke that window. I said, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get my ass whipped."
Hey, y'all remember Chris? Was it Chris Martinez? They called him Wolf from the Arnie Benson. You remember Wolf?
It was
Yeah.
Chris something, but I don't think it was Martinez.
It sounds familiar.
I know. I
But
don't
they
think
called
it
him
was
Wolf, he was a
Martinez.
Northsider.
Yeah, yeah.
We're Weddle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were at my house and we were in the back. We had that shed back there, that metal one, and we had the basketball goal. We would run, jump off it, and slam. Right? He was back there. We put bottles up there. And he was pumping the shit out of her. Right? And my dad's like, "Hey, y'all be careful, fucking doing that shit. Pick up all the glass." I'm like, yeah. Chris Paul, he fucking shoots it, dude. It fucking ricochets, comes back, and hits him right between the eyes.
shit.
Right, and it's stuck, bro. Right?
It went in the skin.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
but you can still see it, right? The silver part, and we were like, he was like, "Oh fuck," and we thought he hit his eye, and we're like, "Oh shit." We're looking, he gets up, and it's right there.
God.
We could not stop fucking laughing, bro. I swear I thought I was gonna piss my pants laughing.
He's all bleeding.
Dude, he was fucking crying, man. We were little, you know what I mean? Fucking just there, and he was like, "Get it out." I was like, "Fuck no, I'm not." He was like, "Call your dad." I was like, "Hell no."
I'd rather call the next door neighbor's dad.
I'd rather call the ambulance than my dad.
Call the cops. Fuck that. Call the cops. 'Cause my dad's gonna be my ass because of you. Fuck that. Call the cops.
Do y'all watch Drink Champs or listen to Drink Champs?
I never heard of it.
So it's a podcast for hip hop. That dude Will I Am from
Black Eyed Peas.
Black
right?
Eyed Peas, right? He grew up in East Los Angeles, like.
Oh, he sounds like a Mexican.
Yeah,
man.
and
he's
he
Mexican.
said he talked like that's how he talked, but when he grew up,
Yeah.
and he said that that they told him, "Hey man, we're gonna jump you in the gang today," and he was like, "What?" And he's like, "Don't act like a leva fool. You're gonna get jumped in the gang today." he said, "All right." So while they're jumping him in the gang, somebody in the neighborhood runs to call his mom, and is like, they're jumping him in the gang. So his mom hauls ass out there, tells him, "Jump him out." So then he got jumped out, and then he said his mom took him home and whooped his fucking ass.
You guys asked what 3 times that day. God damn.
Fuck that, man.
Dude, that's
And I was listening to the last podcast, right? I didn't know McCorders didn't have gangs.
no.
I went to Wolford.
We were square.
When
ass
you said that
motherfuckers.
shit,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I knew about because
We were fucking squares, bro.
I did not
Squares.
know that, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until like later on, and just talking to JP, man, it was like foreign language that we were talking about the Wolford life, right?
Yeah.
He was like, what? And then I was like, God damn, I think they had nice families on that side of the north side.
Yeah, I mean, we were squares
Yeah.
because we didn't. Not even like just movies for real. That was gangs, movies. Because first day of Cavazos was an eye-opening experience,
Yeah, I
like a
remember you saying
motherfucker,
that, and then
bro.
when he said he was like, "Oh, you Wolford about the gang," I was like, "I went to Wolford," and I remember it was just like because it had VAB, and then it went to Northsiders when I
Yeah.
was like 6th grade.
Yeah.
Right, they changed it up, and then but we had like Frankie and Bobby Lira. They were older than us, but it was just a normal. Because I was talking to Paul about that.
That
he
name
lived
sounds
close to-
familiar, Bobby Lira.
They were way older than us. Man.
Yeah.
Way older because they were older than me. A couple.
Did he play baseball?
He might have when he was young.
Yeah.
He was probably about 4 years older than
Yeah.
or probably than us. I don't, he probably a couple years older than you, but so they were my brother's age whenever. That's how I knew who they were.
Yeah. Because that name does sound familiar. But he was a gangster, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were all at Wolford when I was there, and I just everybody, So when you said that, I was like, that's weird. I thought every school had their own, especially in the Arnie Benson.
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
But when y'all told me that, I tripped out because as you get closer to Clovis back in the day, the houses got nicer.
Yes.
And then it was right next door to the church. So I was like, how the fuck was that a gang school?
Yeah, no, it was full on, and I only thought that Tubbs was the the soft school in the Arnett.
You know, I thought Jackson was.
No.
I thought Jackson. That brought talking shit on all the school. 6th grade.
Folks all quiet.
Yeah, you went to Jackson. It was not soft.
I didn't know.
I didn't ever like. There was some kind of
Things going on there.
riff rap, but it wasn't like out of control. I didn't feel like I mean,
I didn't like.
it was crazy because like Tony Chabuca went to Jackson Elementary too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he
because
went
that's where
to-
Thomas, right, met him at.
Yep, Thomas Rios, and I live a couple houses from Thomas. We all grew up in that neighborhood, but it wasn't overran or like out of control.
I met Tony and Kobe and all them in the Overton because I never ever
Kobe
lived.
was in the Overton.
Never grew up in the Arnold Benson. I lived all my life in the Overton Tech Ghetto. So we would go to those schools because my grandma lived in the Arnold Benson.
Oh, okay.
To the day she died, she lived in the Arnold Benson off of North Flint and then off Colgate.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's where she always lived at in those two areas. But we would go to school, and if we missed the bus, we would go to my grandma's. And if we didn't want to go to my grandma's, we would walk all the way to 8th Street from Wolford. And then, we were kids, man. We missed the bus because I had like the 10.
He said that he'd prefer to walk.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that. I'll be waiting at the bus till 10 to the next fucking bus.
Nowadays you did, but shit, you remember we used to run the streets.
It was fun.
Man,
It was just you walked with your friends, and
But still, that's too far,
it
bro.
was a whole group of us. And then as we went, they broke off,
Yeah.
to where they lived. And then time we got to, remember was it Ted's Burgers? That was it's not there no more. There used to be a
Smoke shop.
Ted's Burger. You had Tommy's, and then you had Ted's across
Yeah,
the street.
yeah. It was, so you know where the shopping center's at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is where the shopping center's at.
Is
where
it,
the
they built
new one
something
is.
new, right?
There was a Ted's Burger
it used to
there?
be-
Yeah.
The latest, before they knocked it down, it was like a nothing but smokes.
Yeah,
Right?
it was yellow.
Yeah.
It was yellow, but before that, it was a Ted's Burgers.
Yeah, I remember going
Where
to
Josie's was?
across
No,
the street, sideways.
Where that shopping, because they put a
I know,
donut
but
shop.
what I'm saying, like, where Josie's was, there was a
Right.
Ted's Burgers
Yep.
close
Yeah.
by?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't
There
remember
used to be a
that.
house or something behind it.
Yeah.
Like, man, it looked like a little shack or whatever. It looked like it was like maroon.
By the
Yeah, I
time we
remember.
got there, everybody was gone. So me and my sister would walk, and that's how we would. Mark's family, we met. Remember, I tell you, me and my cousin, me and my sister would walk by, and we'd be checking out all the banduce in the window, and then he'd come out and try to give it. We'd be like, no, we're good. And he'd be like, no. I was like, nah. He's like, well, you want to work? And we're like, doing what? He's like, wash the windows. And I was like, okay. So we washed it, give us a couple of bucks in a bag.
That's
of
badass,
banduce,
bro.
man. So last time I talked to him, I asked him if that was his family.
And
He
it was, right?
His
Yeah.
family.
And what place was this?
Menace? They used
Oh,
to
it
be
was
on
big, right?
University.
Okay.
Long time ago.
It used to be where he told me where Chili's or AT&T is. There was a Jimenez there.
Oh, okay.
So we walked because we
rarely
lived on
cross
8th
the other
Street.
side.
It was. I remember that.
That Jimenez right there?
You remember that fucked up hotel or
Yeah, right
or
by
apartments
the
that
stadium?
Were, yeah,
Oh,
the
Stadium
what's
Hotel.
You
it?
had Stadium,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you had,
There was apartments behind it, right?
yeah, it was called
Those were
the U,
luxury.
University Arms. It was called the U.
The stadium were luxury hotel.
That was only the best of them. You had to do years in advance to live back in that.
The Buffalo Beano was right
Buffalo,
there.
yeah, because
Okay.
Oh,
He lived behind
I lived behind it because
okay.
it was
Pretty
Buffalo
small
Beano's,
shit. Yeah, Buffalo
and then they had a duplex because my crazy ass, booty ass neighbor lived right there.
With hemorrhoids.
Red cheeks, red cheeks. He was half Indian.
I didn't know what hemorrhoids were until I saw his ass.
And then we lived right there because you had Buffalo Beano's, then you had a Domino's, a barber shop, and then an Asian market, and then you had Spanky's. It was just that little building at
Yeah.
the time.
The barbershop, was that like Super Cuts or Super something?
No, it was just
No,
some-
it was
Oh,
a
it was
barber shop.
barber.
Because there used to be one right there. I guess I don't know if it was closer to to the Burger King.
No. This was in that thing. One time I went in there and this before I get clown, this Vanilla Ice was hot.
All right.
Okay, it was cool. So I go in there and I was like, "Hey, let me get a haircut like him, right?" So I showed the photo, right? I didn't have a phone. Had the picture, right?
From a magazine, he
I
tore
brought,
it
I
out.
brought the, what was it, the Teen Star magazine?
For my sister, right? I showed him the photo, right? And he was like, all right, just buzzed me.
I was not doing that shit.
And he left just this long right here, but he just flat topped my shit and just combed this. I was like,
You're like, bitch, I'm not going to the Marines.
Well, fuck, man. Just cut the rest of it off. Shit.
I didn't know what to say, bro. I was just like, I was a kid. You know,
Worst
like,
$5 I ever spent.
dude.
That's those $5 haircuts.
You went to a barbershop
No,
at
but
Cavazos?
I went to Rufus across.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you went to a barbershop, right? Did you?
I went to that Supercuts until the.
In the Arnett?
Yeah, it was right there on.
They had that strip, right?
Yeah. So I would go there until about the 8th grade, and then my mom bought me some clippers. She goes, "Here, cut your own hair."
Yeah.
That's
So
what-
I asked that question because I remember I got tired of my dad fucking me up. My dad would always cut my hair, and I'm like, I guess I'm gonna have to spend my own allowance to get a fucking haircut. So I'd go to Rufus. That motherfucker always fucked me up. Always. And I was like, I don't know what's worse, paying for a fucked up haircut or letting my dad fuck it up. Like, fuck. But it was a $5 haircut.
When I got into high school, that's when. Now that I just
Started going there?
Yeah, I started.
Dude, I
going.
always wanted, I never got my haircut. I wanted to go, but the lines were fucking long.
At Rufus?
No, and
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I got like, nah.
No man would get mad if
fucking-
you didn't go. If he waited for junior, he'd get pissed off.
I always went to the old man.
Yeah.
Because that line was for junior. And
Oh, was it?
the old man was always open, like, fuck it. Just go in there, fuck it. I've
just
had
saw
a
the
whole
line.
life of my hair being fucked up, so how much worse can he do? But he did it good. He did cut my hair
Dude,
badass.
to this day, bro, I will go to any haircut person. I do not give two shits. My guys is Frankie from Fly Boys and Alex right here.
Yeah.
Right? So I go to either one of them, whoever's not busy at that moment. But if I'm in a hurry, I'll go anywhere.
You'll cheat on any- you'll cheat on all your barbers.
And I go
What
in
a
there, and I
haircut
don't-
slut.
And I don't even ask how good they are. I'm just like, who's open right
It's
now?
gonna grow back. Yeah.
You don't even check to see if their license is pinned.
Just cut it. Fucking cut this. Let's go.
Yeah, so I've been cutting my own hair since the 8th grade, and I've maybe paid for since the 8th grade, maybe 7 times. And every single time I go get a haircut, it's always a gay guy that's cutting my hair. How do you want it?
Dude, I don't know. Back in the day, maybe it was a different time, but I would go and there would be a gay guy cutting my hair, and you'd put your hand on the thing, and they'd fucking have their balls like, and I'd fucking move my hand, and I'd be like, fucking motherfucker, like, dude, these were like, yeah, they fucking put their balls on my fucking hand. I'm like, dude, like,
That was your tip.
He's trying to give you the tip.
Oh shit! Hey, you never got no chichi rub, huh? You always got the tip.
like, nah,
Yeah,
man. I'd fucking move my hands, like, fuck, man, what the fuck?
Do you care if girls cut your hair?
Pam cuts my
I
hair
don't-
now.
I mean, other than if it wasn't Pam.
I don't know.
Like, if you had to get your hair cut somewhere, would you let a girl cut your
Well,
hair?
I gotta be honest with you. I go to Pam because I've been going to her for a long time, but the wife approves of the way she cuts my hair. So if I went to a barber and they fucked me up, my wife would give me so much shit. Like, even though I wear a hat all fucking day, but yeah,
I mean, I can't do it female.
for real.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's you think they'll fuck it
Yeah.
up or
You know what I mean? I just feel like they just cut it different. You know what I mean? So I just go to these barber places around here and have a dude cut it. Because there's a couple that have women working in there.
Well, I
Yeah.
used to go to a girl. What was her name? Fuck. She used to work at Supercuts, and I used to go to her for a long time. But then now she's got her own shit, and I can't remember her name.
You know what? I used to go to Supercuts for a little while. Right there
With
next
the learning?
to Burger King.
Yeah, with the girl.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. I
She
forgot
was
about
kinda
that. You
hood,
brought
right?
that up. I went to her sometimes.
Was she kind of hood? Like a bigger girl?
No. She was real thin. She was pretty. What the fuck was her name? It was like a real, like a not a common name, like Sulema or Sulena or something like that.
You said that, brought it up, but I would go to that. I think it was
Right by
Pro
Burger
Cuts.
King.
It was
Yeah.
Pro Cuts or something like
In
that.
that crazy ass shopping center. It was like
There was Burger King and there was a shopping center right there. You remember?
Yep.
Yep.
You don't remember that?
Way back.
I can't think. No, I don't remember one by Burger King because I only remember across the street where you had Eckerd's, fucking
Country Shop.
Pinocchio, fucking Anthony.
Did you ever buy condoms at that Eckerd's?
No, man, nobody liked me.
Not to even jerk off at it.
I didn't even like myself.
I wasn't using them.
To be safe.
Fuck, man. Let's start the show.
Media.
Okay, here we go.
All you ladies, pull your chi-chis out. This is the JP Lopez Show. Also, if you're a transgender, pull your pecker out. This is the JP Lopez Show.
What is up? Thank you for tuning back into the JP Lopez Show. I apologize for the longer wait. We skipped a week.
I didn't notice.
Last week was a motherfucker, bro. Like, last week, whew, it was a motherfucker. And thank you for bearing with me.
I didn't notice calling them early. Bro.
Someone's like, hey, I don't want to bug you, man, but where's the fucking episode? I said, hey, man, I know you're my sponsor, bro, but I need my space. Back.
I'm going to be on that show, Stalking, on E.
No, man, so, like, I really wanted to even just talk about last week. I bitch and I come up here and speak positivity and speak fucking camaraderie. And last week was a hard week for me. It was. And I shut the fuck down. I didn't text nobody. I didn't call nobody. I was MIA for a few days. I was just processing my thoughts. Like, it sucked, dude. And I shout out to everybody that reached out and asked if I was good. Like, thank you. I mean, it fucking helped me. It did. But, yeah, last week kind of fucking sucked. But I really wanted to come out here and say I'm sorry because I'm up here talking like, you know, lean on each other and shit. And I fucking just, I went into hiding mode.
Oh, man, it's your turn to lean.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, fuck. But it's over, and we got through it.
Yeah. Definitely, man, definitely.
He would have went into a 2-week hiatus if Texas Tech would have not won.
Oh shit! I was waiting for it to come up. I was waiting for it to come up.
So it's like, I don't know, a couple minutes before the end of the regulation, and Lita already knows how I get when Tech is Tech acting like Tech. It's just like, you ready to go? And I was like, no, like, I want to see this shit. And in my mind, I'm thinking, we are about to fucking lose to a 13th grade. We're about to lose to a fucking 13th grade. And I get it. They're good. I get it. Like, he's our old coach. But god dang, dude, we were 31-point favorites, man. What the fuck?
Who's your coach?
Our
Patterson.
old defensive coach, right? Yeah.
Sorry, I
Dude, like,
And their quarterback was on the team for a couple of years, too.
That they have 9 players
9.
of Texas.
Yeah,
Former
Tech.
players?
Yeah, Tech. 9 Tech transfers, and I don't even know how much Lubbock kids are on the team too. From like Cooper and Coronado and Friendship, all them kids.
I didn't even know Nehemiah Martinez was on that team.
No shit.
I didn't know that.
Linebacker?
Our
that's-
old tailback
that's-
from Cooper.
Oh, okay, Cooper guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he left us. I thought he was still on the fucking team.
Yeah, well, I guess
he's not
when the
gonna
homeboy decided to come back, he's like, "Well, I'm not going to touch
Taj
the
Brooks,
field."
Yeah. But I don't know what to think of this season, man. I think Coach McGuire's not it. Like, he's just not it. I watched his press conference today, and it reminded me of Kamala Harris. There's just like a bunch of hand gestures and words that just
Don't mean shit.
don't
huh?
mean a fucking thing,
Don't mean
dude.
shit. I wanted to. So when I walked up and we watched you drive up, and I said I'm not gonna ask JP, but I wanted to ask you how fucking bad you hate that shit, because we're sitting there talking. Well, I think majority of the people were talking, saying we could win 7 games easy and a possibility to win 2 more. Well, now after you see that shit, you're going like, man, we may not win another fucking game. Like,
No shit.
the roller coaster, man. It's
I do have to say the offensive play calling got better. But fuck, we traded in that to look like shit on the other side of
Man,
the ball.
our secondary looks like fucking straight garbage.
God damn,
Straight garbage.
So straight freshman is what I was told. Every starter in the secondary is freshman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they got a lot. They got a lot.
Well,
They got a lot of grown ups.
They had 2 defensive backs that are already hurt for the season, right?
I don't even know.
A junior and a sophomore that are defensive backs. They're hurt. They're already gone for the season.
Damn.
Yep. I'm like, fuck, man, fuck. But I already knew. This season wasn't gonna be shit, just because our coach ain't shit.
Nothing ain't shit.
Way to bring us down.
Thanks. All right, guys, read some books.
And we'll be back from
At the end of the
commercial.
day, a W's a W. It may be the only one you get.
Oh, man.
Like, I really, like you said, like, you look and you analyze the schedule and you're like, God damn, we're kind of set up for fucking the playoff. We really are. It's an easy-ass
Easy
schedule.
schedule, man.
All we got to do is win the fucking Big 12 championship. But, fuck.
Our next game's at 9 p.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's in Washington. And then the next one after that is at 11 a.m.
And that's even a shittier school than ACU.
Yeah. Yeah, that's North Texas. So, I don't know. Shit.
That's why I say you look at the schedule and you're like, damn, we could make the playoffs. But, nah, fuck no.
The only thing that, like, savage this whole entire first game is if Abilene Christian's like in the top 20 towards the end of the season.
Because you never know, man. I did like the receiving core. I think it took a step forward. I think we've got some athletes out there that can play.
I don't
That's
get why Hudson don't play. Why didn't they play? He played one play.
I don't know.
I thought they redshirted him. I asked the guy next to me, I go, did they redshirt Hudson?
Well, if he didn't touch the field, he's still redshirting.
And he goes, I don't think so. And then I go,
it's a
oh, shit,
percentage
there
of
he
them,
is. And then he fucking came back out. We never saw him again.
He probably don't know the plays.
Chingo. 5-star don't know the fucking play.
Well,
And that would be the motherfucker that Tech recruits. Like,
he is from Temple, Texas.
that would be the motherfucker Tech recruits, man. Ah, fuck.
And then we do have a receiver that transferred from Washington State.
But we do stay undefeated at tailgating.
Want to know?
We took it easy. And it was still. I mean, the rest of the tailgates are going to be ridiculous.
Did y'all see that Tech sells buzz balls now?
Yes.
Bro, it's over, bro. It's fucking over.
Hey, but man, I tell you this: we got to sneak into that south end zone.
It's
and watch.
badass, huh?
Oh, it's nice, man.
Yeah, I
The
saw
stadium's
Monty's
complete.
pictures.
Dude,
I'm
the
like,
stadium's
these
complete.
motherfuckers.
We got to get in there, and man, the stadium's complete. It's a good. It's a nice college stadium. Now we just need a college team to play there.
I
So,
heard
good college team.
that kid wrecked into that bus because someone took a flag.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I heard. Because
There-
that flag
there-
wasn't there and he didn't see
You
it.
didn't see the road. The road. I don't know. There's always some shenanigans going down over there in University, man.
And then they were like, "Oh, leave it up to Lubbock." I was like, "You know that kid wasn't from Lubbock. He drove in 2 weeks ago."
So, yeah, now that that's out the way, thanks, Eric.
You're welcome.
So, I wanted to. I've been listening to your boy. Shout out your son's new podcast. He's on the John Eric Media, Polar Opposites.
Yep.
And I been listening to that, and then I heard them on the Pendejos, and it kind of made me want to ask like a question because I think like this new generation missed out on a bunch of shit that we took for granted, and I want to ask y'all like, what do y'all think like this new generation missed out on that we took for granted?
The one thing for sure is that we had to be creative pretty much on everything. You had to be creative on not being bored. You had to be creative on how am I going to buy my comic book or whatever the hell. And you sometimes your parents are like, I'm not going to buy that. So maybe you went to go wash some windows, right? Maybe you went to do whatever. these kids don't have to be creative anymore because the computer is creating it for them. Everything that they know, they didn't think of it themselves. They got it straight from social media, from whatever. And so these kids, when they get put in certain situations, they can't get themselves out of it or even think themselves out of it because they have zero creativity. Yeah. And every single one of us had to be creative. I taught myself how to tie my own shoes, and I still tie my shoes like I'm 4 years old, right? Still to this day, I'm not going to change it, right?
We can definitely troubleshoot our way out of
yes.
almost any situation.
And
right?
so you're creative, whatever. You may have been unorthodox when you were learning how to field balls or whatever in baseball, and then JP is creative. I know he's always figuring out a way to make some change over here. That's very creative. San Juan, same thing. You always got to be. I mean, San Juan might have been the most creative out of all of us. He was already driving in the ninth grade.
I still can't get over that shit.
Not ninth grade, seventh grade.
I know Ford Ranger. He had the Ford Ranger before the Ford Ranger became popular. Man.
Ford fucking Ranger.
You bring up a valid point that just like so. I just want to say this: we came up not knowing that we were poor. You know what I mean? But we were poor, right? Yeah. And what I mean by that is like my very first year of playing baseball. I think I'm like the third game of the season in the outfield in my Rustlers. Like I don't even have baseball pants because I'm waiting for Pops to cash a check to get me baseball pants. Yeah. And now you have kids playing travel ball. And their parents can't even run two nickels together, and they've got like
they got all that.
You know
stuff.
what I mean? Like we went without. You said that, and it just struck that.
Well, this is how poor I was. My mom said, "No, you can't play baseball."
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
I didn't play youth football because
that too.
Man, we couldn't afford to sign up, and then you couldn't afford the pads and the equipment, the helmet, right? Because I don't even know what it cost back then, but. Shit, we couldn't afford a helmet or pads. Like I didn't get to play until I got to middle school.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
So maybe we're to blame for this generation. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because we went without, so we were like, we're not gonna let our kids do the same shit.
I'll be the first one to admit, man. The reason my kids are, they got any softness about it was because I babied them, man.
Yeah, baby. And then their mothers are extra baby because our moms were kind of mean to us, right? And there is no mom that is mean to their kid right now.
Dude, my mom whipped my ass more than anybody. Dude, she made sure. You talking about that was scared? If I didn't get up and she'd go to work when in the summertime, I'm talking about. When she left for work and whenever she got home. Everything, the dishes better be washed, the trash better be thrown, your bed better be made. You better have all that shit, because if you're playing outside, if you're out in the streets and their shit's not done in the house, you're going to get your ass whooped.
Then the work is done, motherfucker. Man,
I get up 8 and 9 in the morning, I've been cleaning up so I can leave. Man, I ain't got shit to worry about when I come home, man.
And then now the kids don't even go outside. They just play video games all summer long.
I used to iron my own clothes for school. I mean, get up, iron my own shit, wash my own clothes. She taught me, she goes, if anything happens, you're going to be able to take care of yourself. And she taught me how to wash my own clothes, iron my clothes. What I did is I took care of myself at a real young age. She didn't want to have to worry about me whenever she left for work or whatever, right? Yeah. So, and she was gone, worked, bust her ass all day. And she got home, everything was done. Because if I didn't vacuum, I didn't dust, I didn't clean. Well, shit, man, she was gonna whip my ass.
So, like school clothes or whatever clothes I had, I took pride in it. Like I took care of those clothes. I ironed them, or I dressed nice. Dude, it would drive me nuts that my son growing up, he didn't give a fuck, dude. Didn't care. Mm-hmm. Just looked like a bum, and I'm like, and then it kind of like clicked for him, like in 8th grade, 9th grade, when he started giving a shit on how he looked, and I was like. Whew,
because them little girls are giving them the little Twinkie, the twinkle eyes.
I was getting scared, man. I'm like, God damn, this kid don't give a fuck how he looks, man.
I'm going to tell you right now, guys only change their own perception is when they start getting interested in girls.
Maybe.
They start dressing better. They start their hygienes get better and stuff because of girls.
But I also work with like 24 to 30-year-old men in my that's still, I guess, don't have an interest in women because they come in funky and like You're like, you're 23 years old. There should be no reason that you're
Let
coming
me ask
in.
you this: are they white boys?
Yeah. But I mean, but you get what I'm saying. I get
the
your point.
European in there.
I get your point, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you're
caveman
old
in
enough
them.
to just wash your ass, bro. But no, no.
So where do we
Anyways.
lose the disconnect? You think we're compensating for what?
Well, it's half of it is our generation. I don't have any kids, but that's we taking a different approach. But the other half is social media.
Oh,
They there's nothing that we can do that's going to avoid all of that either. And so, these kids are complaining, the economy and this and that. I said, motherfucker, I live in the same motherfucking economy and I still get stuff. I still bought a truck. I still eat. And like you're over here crying about shit.
You have a different grind though, man. Because I know people that we all know that constantly complain. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have this. Yet when you call them, they're kicking back on their day off.
Oh,
And then you're like, bro,
dude, that chaps my ass,
like,
bro.
you telling me that you need these things or you're behind on these things, yet today's your day off.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be a day off. If you're that far behind.
Yes.
Or if you're complaining about it.
Yes.
Go figure something fucking out and
Yeah.
get it going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because we know people, call me. Fuck, I always need somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or fucking call me. There's different grinds, different things, but they don't have that mentality. They think they're 5 days a week is enough.
Yeah.
It can be.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. If you're happy and content with it, that's cool. But don't bitch and complain that you need more and you want more and it must be nice to do this or man, you're so lucky. Motherfucker, I grind
Yes.
24 fucking. I
Yeah,
don't have days
when
off.
someone tells me it must be nice, I'm like, what? What the fuck you talking about? Must be nice. You think they gave me this shit?
Yeah, nobody will ever give you shit, bro. And that's what like these kids they don't have like what do you call it? Prolonging gratification. Like we had to work for our school clothes,
Yes.
so we had to wait.
Yes.
Fucking Levine throw some shit on layaway, and then
Yeah.
we worked, and then we got it out.
Yeah.
But-
Walmart,
Yeah,
Kmart,
Walmart,
whatever.
and
But
so
that
that's why
goes
we took
back
care of
to
it.
what I'm
Levine's had
saying.
Layaway.
Like,
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Oh man,
All the time.
that goes back to what I'm saying. Like, we took pride in
Yeah,
ourselves
because we
And-
had to work, and I'm guilty of it because you've seen me with my son. I'm guilty, like whatever. Here you go. But like I always say, I'm gonna have to change that whole mentality with him as he gets older. He's 5 now, and I'm letting him be a baby because he's a baby.
Yes.
But I'm gonna have to change it because otherwise I'll be taking care of him forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it is that thing where you see like, man, I had to work for everything. I don't want him to work so hard. But that made you who you are.
So I'm gonna ask you a question because you started over, right? And
Yeah.
and you got a 5-year-old baby. I can hear the. Don't take it the wrong way. I can when you talk about him, I can hear the softness in you.
Yeah.
Which I've never.
No.
I
never knew you had a soft
No,
side.
I never questioned your toughness ever. So, but here's the deal. So I have a 24-year-old and I have a 14-year-old. The 10-year gap from how hard I was on my 24-year-old to my 14-year-old. How much of a difference, if you took away 10 or 15 years, and that kid was 20, say he's 5, say he's 15 or 20, would you would have raised them different because where you're at?
It's where I'm at in life.
Yep.
And we talked about that at my son's birthday party. I was telling Adrian's, and then we were like, you see that lady right there? My mom loves my son, right? Fucking playing with him, anything he wants, she buys everything. I said, I don't know who the fuck that old lady is right there. Because when I was a kid, she was fucking mean. I said, that's the same lady that got arrested at our football game, fighting at the stands and went to jail. I said, that's her. That nice 5'2" lady running around following my son, doing everything. It's different times in your life. I truly believe, because with Angel and my son and stuff like that, they grew up with us.
But let me pause you, just to add my 2 cents. Your daughter, right?
Yep.
You raised her like a girl,
I did.
so she was a daddy's girl.
She is, but yes.
Okay,
I'd say yes. Yeah.
so the reason why I'm saying that is because his daughter, he raised her like not a daddy's girl. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. It's where you're at in your
Where
life.
am I at in life?
Yeah.
Because with Angel, they grew up with us, so I was harder on her. Like, she And I always say this on the podcast. When I pass away, Angel handles everything. Everything goes to Angel. I love my wife. Been with her 21 years. I love her.
Damn, you're gonna be in a fight here in a week.
No, she knows so. Right to her. I let her straight up that everything goes to her because Angel's more like me. Amanda doesn't. She's great, but like when we travel, it's me and Angel taking care of everything. We make sure Amanda and Malachi are fed. They went to the bathroom. They got all their shit. You know what I mean? Y'all okay? Y'all good? Let's go. My daughter. Hey, make sure everything's over there. Make sure go get our luggage. Hey,
She's back checking you.
Yeah, we're checking each other. That's my road dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I need to turn in invoices or anything, it's Angel, send them in. And and everybody says, like, when you go there, she's never happy, right? But that's just her personality, you know what I mean? But I tell her, man, you need to start smiling, man. You ain't never going to get married, kid. You need to start smiling, be more friendly. But it was just my time in life when I was raising her versus, I feel like now I understand.
But I
how
don't
my
think
mom
that,
is.
in my opinion, I don't think you did her a disservice.
No,
Because
I think
the
she's
world
really solid.
sucks right now,
Yeah,
dude.
especially for women.
Yeah.
It's tougher
Yep.
for them, you know what I mean?
So it's gonna take a creative motherfucker to get her attention.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want some fucking punk ass dude impressing her by taking her to Dallas.
Yeah.
No, my dad took me all over the fucking world. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to step up your game just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Dallas. I like Dallas, but you know, I don't want to just be impressed
Yes.
by this. You know, what I mean?
It'll be more impressive of him saying, "Hey, all I can do is take you to Dallas right now, but one of these days I'm gonna take you around the world."
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want her with a solid dude, man. Definitely nobody like me, but a solid fucking dude. And I mean like that because I don't want her with somebody young me. You know what I mean? Like the way I was and the way I thought back then.
I mean,
Yeah.
trials and tribulation, though.
40-year-old San Juan, right?
Yeah, 40-year-old. 20 because she's 21. 22, somebody a little older. I tell her all the time, man, like the man you pick, that's your dude. You gotta listen to what he says, follow him, make sure he's a God-fearing man because that's your man. You know, if he's homeless, y'all homeless. You know, the kids come to the house. But you know, that's your dude. You back him up regardless in all his decisions.
Shit, I'm gonna
Gotta
fucking
follow
put
him,
this
man.
speech to my daughter
You
straight
know,
to her.
because you know,
Hey,
Do
boy,
this sound
there's
bite.
some- this sound bite. Like, hey, I need you to come talk to one of my long lost friends, man.
Hey, babe, at minute 18, start listening.
But you get what I'm saying though, like because that's if you pick him, like I always tell her, man, we have these because it's always me and her, right? That's my road dog. My son, oh man, I ain't got to start on that kid, but
Yeah.
with her, we have these conversations all the time, right? And I tell her, you know, you pick a man, you gotta, that's your man. You know, you back him up, you encourage him, you're there for him, and you pick him. So you gotta trust everything he tells you. If he says, hey, babe, we gotta move to fucking Arizona because the job's better for me there, and I could build a life and take care of you there, go to Arizona. Don't fight and try to stay here. You know, that's your life is with him. As long as he's treating you right and taking care of you and stuff like that, that's who you got to follow. So don't just pick any dude with, you know, fucking that makes you happy for the moment. You got to look at the long run on these shit.
I think a girl has to be happy in her own life, and she has to choose a man that's going to add more happiness to her life. You know what I mean?
Value
That
value.
value.
That's to have value, man.
to
Exactly.
their relationship, not just to her, but to both of them.
To- I always tell
to
her-
allow for
Yeah.
growth.
Yep.
Not
Exactly.
not be like, oh, you think you're better than me? I don't give a fuck. I would love my wife to be better than me. You know?
Yep.
Like,
But if you support her and you grow together, if they make you better and you make them better, then man,
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
But you get a lot of people nowadays be like, well, if he doesn't make you happy, I'm not fucking happy all the time. Amanda, I love her, but I'm not happy all the time with shit she does, or she's not happy with the shit I do sometimes, but I love her. There's nobody else I want to be with. If anybody tells you I'm happy, 24 full of shit.
yeah, they're full of shit.
You know, we don't fight. You're fucking full of shit. 21 years, but you
I
know,
get on your nerves and you get on my nerves. Right?
Sometimes she
Shit.
wants to wake up and punch me while I'm asleep. I know she does. I know she does,
going
right? But as you get older in those relationships, you learn how to fight. You know, you're not fucking low blowing
That's
each
what I say.
other.
No low blows.
no
You're
low
not for the
blows.
throw. You know when to walk away. Because before I would be like, nah, we fucking finish this fight right now. You know what I mean? I would keep on. Now I know, like, to go sit over here.
Yeah.
And put a scary movie on so I could bother her ass. You know what I mean? Put a scary movie on because she don't like that shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I hate too. Like, I grew up dating chicks that I knew wasn't gonna work, but also if it was like tension or they pissed me off, I did my best to piss them off, and it was like tit for tat.
Yeah.
And you don't. That relationship sucks, bro. It sucks. It's horrible. That mindset, that mentality in the relationship that you're just like, oh, you pissed me off, I'm gonna piss you off even more.
Mm-hmm.
And then before you know it, you become a monster to this person just because you're trying to out fuckery them.
Yeah.
And you're not even yourself.
And the way you fight in front of your kids, that's what they're gonna learn, how to fight and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So then they start, okay, you know what I mean? So
I joked. I came home plastered. Tech sucked. We tailgated all day. I found out Tech sells buzz balls.
tested them out.
I think I've cashed in my 401k for buzz balls at the game. And I came home trashed. And I told my boy, because his girlfriend was staying the night at the house, and I came home, and I was like, dude, I fucking hope that I have provided enough viewership, scenery, an example on how to love a woman to help you love this girl. Because I know he loves her. And he was quiet. Like, he's not sentimental at all. But I was all fucked up. But I remember telling him, like, I hope I created a perfect example of how to love a woman for you, man. And he was just like, get the fuck out of here. Go to bed.
Drunk ass man. Get in the shower, goddamn.
Everything was real nice until you walked in here.
I was about to score.
But yeah, man, like,
It's true, they watch you. They do, man. Because, you know, she's going to allow a man to treat her the way I treat Amanda. You know what I mean? So if I don't take care of Amanda and I don't provide for her and I beat her up or something like that, she's going to be like, oh, that's okay. You know what I mean? I love him. My parents.
My dad did it.
Yeah, and it's okay because he was a good person. Really, I knew him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a mistake, but you know, and of course I make mistakes all the time. You know what I mean? But I own up to them, and I try to be the best example because I just don't want. My biggest fear is for her to fucking give somebody that just.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why when she like, hey, about going on a date, I always make a comment during. She always asks me, "What do you think?" I say, I don't care because if I say, "Oh, that dude's a loser," I can tell just by the way this motherfucking shirt was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then she's gonna love this dude. You know what I mean? So I'm just like,
you instantly like him. I love that guy.
all right.
Bring him for the barbecue.
The one I like is Kobe, right? Her best friend, Kobe, but he likes boys.
I was about to
So-
say, but he likes, yeah.
That would have been perfect.
He like it, man.
That would have been perfect for me.
He likes the boys. But you know, also at the same time, like sometimes people can have chicks that talk to them like they're.
And one thing about me, I love a good wiener, honey.
But yeah, they like a wife or girlfriend talks to you, or baby mama talks to you fucking crazy, and I just recently picked up on this, like when guys are like, freaking kid don't respect me, they keep on talking shit to me, blah blah blah, and you're like, I think your chick talks to you crazy, and then the kids talk to you crazy too. So you got to be, as your wife or baby mama or whatever, got to be aware not to talk to your dude crazy. And he may be a jackass or whatever. Most guys are. You cannot set that example because then there's going to be zero respect all the way around too. So there's that also.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I tell Angel all the time, like, you know, if she never had like a solid, like a boyfriend, she's going on a date and stuff like that. I said, what you get when you never disrespect him in front of other men? You know what I mean? Never talk out of pocket to him in front of other men.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because that's going to really fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because with us as men, respect means a lot. You know what I mean? When you walk into a room, if they respect you, they might not like you, but at least respect you. And if they're not going to respect you, a group of men are not going to respect you if your own girl don't even respect you. Like you said, the kids ain't going to talk to you right if the mom doesn't talk to you right. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I didn't know y'all were gonna give me counseling.
I
showed up today. Shit, I feel like all y'all are talking to me. I'm fucking fucked up. I didn't want that.
Well, to circle back on my question, though, you know, to bring it all, reel it all in, I was gonna say that. That was really and truly my response on a lost. That's something that this generation did lose was like hollering at girls.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in our day, you had to have game. You know what I mean?
I didn't have no game.
And you like if you didn't have game, this chick didn't. How the fuck is this chick gonna like you? You're just
True.
you know what I mean?
And it was because you didn't have the phone or the Instagram and stuff where you could just send messages.
Yeah.
You had to either write your fucking letter, right, and somebody pass it, or you had to go talk yourself to them.
Exactly. And tying back to what you're saying, you had to be creative in like getting this girl's attention and keeping the attention.
Because most of us, unless you were just this tall, like super, like good looking dude, you can have terrible game and the chicks are
still
gonna
like you. Yeah.
So then if you're like, and I don't want to say that we're normal, but we're just the guys, right? So we're all if a chicks can walk in here and they're like, oh, all four of these guys look the same, they act the same.
You have to stick out.
And you have to stick out. Well, the one that had the best game, the one that could talk the best, the one that can whatever, was the one that was going to pull that chick.
Or the one that has a Ford Ranger. We're walking.
I'm gonna tell you
We're
this.
walking.
We're only with the Pantamobiles.
I'm gonna tell you this. Ford Ranger didn't help me out at all. Man. That's what I was telling JP because one time, was it on here? And you were like, I would never thought you were shy, like about talking to females.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was never, like, unless they talked to me first or one of their friends told me they liked me, I would never approach them, man. I was just like, she probably don't like me.
I
left
think
it at
that's
that.
why I like tightened up my like being funny is because I always like that was my in to talking to a girl. So if they laughed, I was like, oh, slide right in. Like, yeah. And then it was just like, get the fuck away from me. Oh, my bad.
My bad. I don't
Put you in the friend zone.
Real quick.
I don't think I was funny at all until I started hanging out with JP, right? JP is like just teaching me the knowledge of funniness, right? I was always so dead serious on everything, and I could talk to chicks and maybe convince you, but I was not funny at all. But
You just want to talk about Hitler,
history,
history, and facts.
So-
all you're talking is facts.
I was just talking facts, right? To being logical and stuff, right? The chicks don't want to hear logic. And so hanging out with him, like he was so like boom, boom, witty. Like my wittiness was a cut down, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the Wolford way, right? If you couldn't do, if you didn't have a comeback, you were just
You had
gonna
to be
get
quick.
fucking. You're gonna be roasted like a motherfucker. But JP didn't. Well, he didn't get. There wasn't the roastiness as we have. But he was just funny everywhere we go. And I'm like, just watching him. I was like, God damn, making people laugh and shit. I was like, I ain't fucking funny at all.
Like, dude, when I met him, man, dude, just fucking constant. Just, like today, on the phone, just texting back, roasting, one motherfucking non-stop. Like, one of us just has to be like, all right, that's enough.
I kind of felt bad. I was like, God
It
damn.
was just fucking non-fucking stop. Dude's not even there. He can't even hear this roasting. We're just fucking non-stop.
We're all FBI. Like, okay, oh, fuck. We went too hard on that. My bad. But to go back to what you're saying, like, how you thought, like, a cut down. I've never played that shit with my homeboys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never been the type of person to cut you down. And if that's your shit, that's your shit. I'll be quiet and I'll laugh, whatever. But I'm not that person that's, like, going to cut you down. Now, if I'm doing that to you and you're my boy, yeah, then that's just a roast session.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
but
little roasty.
you know what I mean? Like, but even if I'm your boy, I'm going to still tell you, bro, you know I fucking love you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is bullshit. I never understood that cut down shit.
Oh, just to do it?
Yeah, just to do it. Like, I've never played that game. Never.
Yeah, that's where we. I know firsthand. I show up to Wolford Elementary and I fucking go home crying. I'm like, God damn, I ain't have fucking
I
jack
tell
shit.
you, man, Wilfred and was it Mr. Garcia?
The principal.
Yeah. No help.
Oh,
His
zero L.
constantly,
Nah,
like,
man. They just he was just the token Mexican guy at the school, but he wasn't really like us at
Y'all
all.
are blowing my fucking mind because I never knew
'Cause-
that elementary school was like that.
Shoot, yeah.
I really thought it was like more higher up than McWhorter. Because it was next to the church, and like I said, like
I
How many
would.
people got beat up at the church?
Oh, I know, right? We just go boom, 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 chingazos.
Fast, man.
at CCD.
No, I was gonna say the CYO dances, right? The CYO dances. That's where everybody would fight. Everybody would fight over it.
And get
You know, I
freaky.
never went to CYO dances.
You never did?
My parents, dude, I grew up in the Arnett. My parents were like, you ain't going to that shit.
Because they
I'm like,
knew. They
fuck,
knew.
yeah.
They knew.
So
We would
yeah,
go.
I never
It's
went.
crazy out there.
And
Man.
then the Jamaicas.
Oh yeah, hey, it's next week.
Is there a...
Hey, they're giving away
race?
a brand new
Yeah.
Ford pickup.
I think they do that every year.
And Jay
though.
Perez is the headliner.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
So, well, like,
So the podcast gonna be over there at the church. shout out for the Jamaica.
well, I am having a little get together at the house, at my house, because it's within walking distance. It's like 2 blocks or whatever.
I'll stay at your house, bro.
I'm just gonna
Everybody's
go.
gonna come back. I'm gonna be all fucked up. How was the Jamaica?
I'm just going to the Jamaica to one lap and give me some tripas, and I'm gonna go back to the house. But well, you can do a little headquarters spot right there. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
You need to go to Eric's house.
I know, I
fucker.
need to go.
Yeah.
He never invites me.
We invited you.
No,
I
dude.
invited you.
No,
He's
dude.
invited you.
This is what he does.
Nah.
Oh, dog, you want to go to my house? And I'm like, when is it? It was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Oh,
It's in
dang
4
it.
hours.
He
Get
was
your
like-
ass over here.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
we
let
ate.
you know
That's
right
what
now.
we ate.
I'm gonna let you know right now. You get the same invitation we all get.
Oh, yeah. No, if you hear about
Hey,
it, go.
no, hey, I'm cooking out. Okay, fuck. That means go to Eric's house.
If
I need a formal one with glitter when I open the envelope.
my wife does all the inviting, so she just invites whoever the numbers that she has.
Like I said, you get the same
Yeah.
invite we all do. Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
No letter
If
with
you want to,
glitter, nothing?
I'm here. We're like, all right, well, I'll be over there.
If you're not doing anything, you can come over to the
Yeah,
house.
I'm here at the house chilling. You want to stop by?
Yeah, that's it.
I'll be knocking on his door. Hey, you doing anything today? That pool looks nice.
It's hot. I sure would love to be in that pool. Before we go to break, man, I'll let y'all finish y'all. Like, what do you think the lost art is, or what they lost out?
Missed out, man. I think like remember like going to the fiestas and like how the fair was and shit like that. Like we would all go in
I
groups
forgot about
and
the
go
fiestas.
to, like they don't do
Yes.
that shit no more. They don't go in groups and meet other girls from other schools and
Yes.
areas, man. Like the fiestas, the fair's not the same no
No,
more,
shit,
man.
Joe.
And like the Jamaicas would get jammed up, like packed full of people.
Damn, dude, I forgot about
I
fiestas.
saw Selena at the fiestas.
Yeah, man.
That was the only time I saw her. But
Right
she
in
was
the
at
parking lot, right?
In the parking lot, on the backside of the
Yeah,
civic center.
yeah.
On their loading dock.
Yep.
That's where they
Yep.
had the stage. It was
You
crazy.
talk about y'all fought at Wolford.
You fought
I
at-
saw
bro.
I saw the most murderous fights at the fiestas. Just like,
Fiestas,
yeah,
always.
dang.
Always.
This was fun. Yeah, you bring up some.
Yeah,
Damn, bro, I
And
forgot
then,
about
like, the
Fiesta.
fucking dome, the old dome on Tech.
The Coliseum?
The Coliseum.
Yeah.
They tore it down. You know, like going to wrestling matches.
Oh,
there,
yeah,
or the
yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
road- Like that shit. You know, they missed out on those experiences because those shits will always remember.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then for the kids from the Arnold Benson, fucking chongos.
Yep.
Oh,
they
dude.
missed out on fucking chongos.
On the 50
man.
pump slush puppy.
You go in there and chongos, they got shit from United, Albertson. You bought
All
shit because it was on
of
sale over there. So
Chongo was
Yeah,
Aldi's, bro.
Dude.
For sure.
And who was the owner of that place?
You know, I'm not
I don't
sure.
remember.
I don't know if James was the owner
No,
or
he
just
worked it,
he was
though.
the general
Yeah.
manager or something.
Oh, James.
But you know, James, which he's the reason why it was called Chongos because he looked like a monkey, right? He, which was the white guy. He was the white guy.
Dude, but I always thought it was. You had to clear that up, right?
Hey, but so I'm a little confused because the only thing I remembered, we had a house on Grinnell, and so I remember Stinette. So you're gonna have to
That's Chongos.
educate. Okay, so
Yeah,
y'all call it
Chongos.
No,
Chongos.
chongos.
I call it Stinettes.
See, we were always told it was called chongos because, you know, like they said, the monkeys be stealing shit and taking it
Well,
back.
that was
And
us.
We would find United, and Albertson shit inside chongos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because either it was outdated or they had a big sale and they would buy it and then resell it there.
No,
price?
the
I remember
the dude he was the chango.
the Chango.
Yeah, he was the chango. So he could have been because he was buying shit from other stores or whatever. But that's what they nicknamed him. There was actually a cartoon monkey on the door when you would walk in.
Because they had the 2 registers right when you walked in.
I'll tell you a story. So my mom, she had to work hard, so she would leave early in the morning before we got up. And so you remember the paper food stamps, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if she couldn't leave us tacos or burritos on the stove for the day, she would just leave the paper money. And so we would walk to. I didn't know y'all called it chungos. I was just the nets, right? That's how naive I was. I was young or whatever. And so we go over there, and then we pay with the big paper bill, and then we get cash back. Yeah. Well, then we would steal the cherry red. Remember those cherry red candies? They were like
little fireball.
They were like cherry flavored.
Oh, they're just pure sugar.
Yeah. I would steal one of those every time I went there. I think they knew we were taking it out.
Oh yeah,
right? Buy a fried burrito. We weren't soda,
slick.
Right?
We were not slick.
Right? Buy a fried burrito, a soda, and get all the change back because they'd give you cash money. They wouldn't give you food stamps back, right? Man, we take that money and we take off running.
I remember going to Chango with my grandma, and I just fucking knew. I just knew tomorrow tamales were gonna be the shit. And I'm driving back in the back seat in my grandma's car with a fucking hog's head and my fucking lap all frozen and shit.
2 big hogs in it. 2 big hogs in the back
fucking cow's head, a fucking hog's head, my fucking. I wasn't big back then, motherfucker. But I do remember.
I was talking about your hog.
I remember asking my grandma, like, why is this place called Chango? Why do you call it Chango? It says Stinets. I do remember asking, and then my grandma was like, that's what it's called, Chango.
Don't be asking questions.
You working for the law? You working for the law?
I don't know how old we were, man. You took me to Shotwater one time to your grandma's house, and they just got done taking those tamales out. I bet we ate probably about like
20 dozen.
3 or 4 dozen of tamales. You probably don't remember. And I couldn't tell you exactly where the house was. I just know we were at Shotwater.
Yeah.
You said, well, come with me to my grandma's. Dude, those were probably the best tamales I ever ate in my life. Dude.
That was my whole life, bro. Like, for real, dude. Yeah.
Dude.
And everyone, my dad's work, like my mom's, everyone be like, hey, man, your suegra gonna make your tamales this year? Like, her fucking tamales. Yeah. And people were like, everybody makes good tamales. I'm like, nah, man, my grandma made some fucking badass tamales.
Well, that hog head, that's the original meat that you put in the tamal. Yeah.
She must have had a big-ass pot.
She had a big old fucking sartén, bro, like, well, dozens and dozens. And you know what? Like, you're saying that I don't remember. I do remember. Because I remember I was like, dude, like, get more. You were like, nah, like, dude, get fucking more. There's a shit ton.
We were young, man. We were young. I think we played basketball like in middle school or something because, man, we were nowhere close to like driving age or nothing, man. And you just somehow ended up at your house. You're like, hey, come with me to my grandma's. All right, shit.
And we fucking grubbed, dude.
Yeah, nobody cared where I was at. Nobody could call me. Nobody could, right? So,
you could have been kidnapped.
But going back to that, right? Like going back to those days where shit, nobody knew where you were at. Nobody.
You survived.
You just, you leave and hell, you just come back when you came back, and then you walk in the door and like, I'm home, and they're like, oh, man, you all right?
You have fun today?
And nobody questioned you, right? Like they're like, damn.
They didn't know you almost died twice.
You're running across the street, Clovis Highway.
Man, it's crazy. Like now, like we're on 360 going like, man, where's this kid at?
Yeah. Well, they can't. They honestly can't take care of themselves. Yeah. Like it's weird. And I'm not saying that we were being safe or anything. We just kind of maneuvered ourselves to survive that day.
We thought things out, though. You know what I mean? Figured it out.
Creative.
Yeah. Like Angel, I told you she almost blew us up in Isa Mujer.
God.
The stove, you had to light it with the match. So she was going to warm something up. She just turned it on and just standing there. We're in the bedroom. We're like, you smell gas? Yes, we get up and she's just standing there. I'm like, you don't smell that shit? She goes, it doesn't want to turn on. I'm like, you got the matches, stupid. Get all mad. We turn it off, open the door. She's like, well, I don't know.
Damn.
Damn. Your brother's on the floor.
I know. I'm surprised you didn't pass out.
She's like, it don't even click.
Oh, it was clicking. It was
No.
The ticking time bomb.
And she's just sitting there, man, just at the little island right there.
You know what? Growing up, our stove, I don't think it ever lit.
You
I
have to turn it
always
on. Yeah.
remember fucking having to light a match to light that motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always, man.
For real.
So
And
with us, it was like, what are you thinking? Like, why didn't you think that? But she's always had either electric stoves or they turn on by themselves. She's never thought that you would have to do it
I
yourself.
remember making my own eggs at 6 years old.
Yeah.
And you turn on the stove, gas stove, and then
Yeah.
you make your eggs, and you get some bread.
Like
and
the
go sit down.
adults would walk past you and not even bat an eye. Like they knew. Oh, Eric's just making them breakfast. You know what I mean?
He's making eggs. I was all 8 years old making French toast and shit.
They walk by, hey, you better clean this shit up.
Hey, don't make a mess, cabrón.
And then, like, I remember asking my wife to make me an omelet, and she goes, "I don't know how to make an omelet." And I was like, "What?" I was making omelets when I was like 9. It was all stuffed with shit.
Yeah, I like for real. I remember my dad or my mom walking past me, and I'm like, for real, I'm like you. I'm like 8 or 9, and they didn't even bat a fucking eye. Like, he's fucking making himself
By
breakfast.
the time you start doing shit for yourself, like, damn.
Yeah, for real. Before we go to break, man, like,
Man, I guess I chimed in on all your stuff, all you guys' stuff. But I just want to kind of give a little feedback or credit to the generation we have now because, I like today, for example, I laid in bed most of the day and I probably watched TikTok probably 2-3 hours, right? Like straight up.
Yeah,
I'll be honest
yeah.
with you because today was my chill lounge day. But man, what we missed out on that they have now, right? I don't know what the comparison is. I don't know if our generation is better or what they're going to end up being, what they're going to have for the future for their kids. But I think it's a two-way street, man. I think for me to have access to know where my kids are at and that my parents didn't have that. They didn't know where I was at. I'm not going to say they didn't care. I'm just saying, man, shit, if I didn't have that today, if I couldn't track, my daughter was in Dallas all weekend this past, since she got back last night. Man, if I couldn't keep up with her all weekend and make sure, hey, she's on track to get into Dallas or she's on track to being here. All right, I know she's already at where she's staying and all that good stuff. I don't know if I could even handle it, man. Right? So the technology and the stuff that we have now, shit, I don't know. Flip it on the other side of it.
that's a good
Shit.
point of view because I never even thought of it like
Because man,
that.
like we say our time is better. But God damn,
But was
they
it?
didn't know. They didn't know. I mean, shit. I remember. God damn, we would walk and be out all fucking day and drinking out of mangueras. Is that really the life? Like I don't know, man. Like we enjoyed it. We cherish it. We appreciate it because that's where we come from. That's who we are. But at the end of the day, is that the better life?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, yeah, I get it.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I just said it's a hard question, man. I don't have an answer to it,
No, you do have,
So-
because you added a lot more perspective and a better thought than I never even thought of it like that. For real.
And keep where they're at.
Because I've always thought, like, they missed out, but did they really miss out?
I don't know, man. Do you
Yeah.
want your kids to go through that?
But I think maybe we
you
cherish
want
it
them-
more because it's a different time.
You want them to have the traits and the toughness and all that shit. But does it really take going through what we went through to get that toughness and that grit and that passion, to get off your ass
Yeah.
and work? Does it take that to get to her?
No, man, because I see all these kids that get a lot and don't. But then you see kids that do well, baby and stuff. But I guess because, like you said, you got to go through fire, right?
You gotta fail, right? You gotta
Oh,
fail.
bro,
you gotta
you
struggle,
gotta
right?
fucking
Does that
fail.
does
You
that
gotta
take
struggle.
what we went through, or does that take a different type of struggle, a different type of failure, a different type of broke?
Yeah, but they don't even let these kids fail now. Everybody gets a fucking trophy.
But broke is broke, right? No matter how you get there. Right? I mean, struggle. No matter how it is, right? I mean, if you don't want to get off your ass and go to work, well, that's your fucking problem. And you create that on yourself, but that's still a struggle. Like because you don't have the qualities, or you don't have the toughness, or you don't have the instinct, or you don't, whatever it is, to get your ass up and go to work because you're complaining about this and that. But I'll tell you this, I've dealt with people where, man, they come from a job making $7, whatever minimum wage is, and they're driving a paid off car, and then they come work for me for 2 years. Well, then they got a fucking badass truck, and it's $800 a month, and then they're talking to me like, "Hey, boss, you think I can get a raise?" And we're like, "Shit, dude, you just fucking went up, $1,000 because you're not only paying for $800 truck, you're paying for $300 insurance now, and your means monthly just increased $1,000 by going and living without your means, and you're gonna come and talk to me about a fucking raise? Because it's my fault
Yeah.
that you went and got that fucking truck, or you went and got that house, or you went and did this. Now it's my fault. That's where your struggle is, where you come, like what you create for yourself is what I think. So broke is broke. Living without your means is a whole different deal, because you can make pretty decent money in this town, but once you live without your means, man, you put yourself in a whole different category. So not getting up on your day off, if shit's that bad, you want to eat, you're gonna go to work.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I want to just say that, go back to it, like, does it take our struggle or what we went through to get where you are today, or you, right? So I don't know if it takes that. I just think it takes an understanding and realizing that you're gonna have to do something to make yourself better. You're gonna have to understand what you make and where you're at. If you want to be better, you want to do better, you're gonna have to realize that. I just don't know if it takes doing what we went through.
Well, to add insight to what you're saying, in my opinion, had my dad not shown me how to act broke, and I say how to act broke because when he passed away and I saw all the money this motherfucker said, "Nah, we ain't got the money for," and I was just like, obviously he's always had the money because he left my mom a shit ton of money, and that's number one. But also, I'm like, did we really miss out on shit? Because we didn't. I know I didn't. So I take that into consideration raising my son, and my wife will tell you, I'll be the richest man in the world, and I'll still be like, I ain't got the money for that. I'm broke. Like, we're broke. Like, I hate the idea of living above my means. You know what I mean? I don't want to live check to check. I don't want to hate my job. I don't want to fucking dread getting up every morning because I have to. I want to do that because I want to provide. You know what I mean? So that being said, had my dad not shown me that, maybe the fuck I wouldn't know that. So, that.
Man, props to your dad. Because at the end, shoot, man, because, goddamn, for you to understand that, right? Man, much props to your dad. And I question, do we have to go through that to understand it? And that's good that he's taught you the value of money and, live with what you got. There's no doubt we're rich in family and friends and in the network that we have. Because, man, like, when we show up, we can come here and the network that we have as friends and family, it's amazing. I went to a little wedding, or not a wedding, a baby shower. It was a guys and girls deal for a real close friend of mine, his son. And the network that showed up, the guys and family, the friends, shoot, man, we're all rich in friends and family, like support, like you're gonna have it, right? But I think a lot of that comes with the respect for each other, right? Because we ain't messing with anybody that don't want to help themselves. We're not gonna help anybody that don't want to help themselves, right?
Yeah.
And so we're gonna help you. We're gonna be there for your son. We're gonna be there for your daughter. We're gonna support anything you have but it all comes out of respect of what each and one of you guys are. Because if we didn't have respect for each other, I feel like you probably wouldn't be part of this big network or circle of friends. Yeah. Right.
It's funny that you say that because I didn't get a chance to tell Eric my thoughts and my feelings on Saturday, but it's almost game time. It's almost time to hurry up and skedaddle to the game because I don't want to miss my boy fucking being a saddle tramp. I want to see him out in the field. And then, you can argue like, he's not a football player, but I'm still proud of that kid. He's still on the field, you know what I mean? So we don't ever want to miss that. We leave a little bit early to watch that. But before I left, I made a mental note and I made it a point to tell Eric, and I hadn't had the chance to, but I was like, not proud, because pride is a sin, but it warmed my fucking heart, dude, to see the shit we created, you and I. That whole group of us is there because it's you and I.
Yeah.
And we created that.
Oh man,
we built that.
What a great time that was out there. Yeah, for sure.
And I was just like everyone is here because of just the shit that Eric and I did, and putting in the work to be friends, putting in the work to be a great people to other people that just want to come and like hang out with us, and like
you gotta feed them. You gotta like that's the
but
whole
not
basis.
even that. Not just people just wanting to be around us. You know what I mean? That's work that we put in, and we should acknowledge that, because not a lot of people want to be around a certain everyone. It was a big fucking turnout, and everyone was there because they wanted to be around us. You know what I mean? And like I said, I shouldn't say take pride in it, but I was pretty fucking happy with the shit that.
What I like about it is that there's no hostilities. Like everybody is enjoying hanging out with each other. Like a lot of those people would have never met each other if it wasn't for that tailgate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now they're all friends, or they oh shoot, it's you again, you know. So it's fun bringing in a whole bunch of people, and you kind of look around and you're like, these people don't even match. Like it doesn't.
People that would never hang out are there congregating because of y'all.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
And then it's like builds, because it's like, oh, last year these people were cool, and then the next year they're friends now because they were here last year, and then it's like they bring their friends. It's just shit that just Eric and I created just by being cool with people and never being that. Who are y'all? Who are y'all here with?
Yeah.
Like it's never been like that.
That's badass. I'm going next time. I'm bringing Tupperware.
To go plates.
Just here for this. So, hey.
You better bring some chips.
Fuck. On that note, man, we'll take a break. Come right back. And we're back. I'm gonna open the floor to you, Eric. This is the JP Lopez show, but everybody that listens to the show that are true listeners know that this show ain't shit without none of y'all. So, is there any message that you would like to fucking use this platform to reach, to say?
You know, I saw that question come through, and I honestly could not think of one. I was like, that is a big question. Yeah. And so I'm like, shit, I don't even know where to start. So I don't even know where to start. Like give me.
There's nothing that's been heavy on your mind that's you're like, God damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even anything about anything, just a message that.
Man, I'm still. I don't. When I was thinking, I was like, I might have already been very elaborate on something and got it off my chest or whatever. So I can't tell you that, man, you have to hear this. I need to tell you this. I think I've been doing okay. Everything is been pretty decent at home with Alex. She's I said, oh, she got upset with me just because I didn't have my phone on me and I was talking to Omar for 2 hours or whatever. So not even that was even a big problem. I told her, I was like, man, I'm kind of busy. So to get off my chest, I don't know. I don't get myself involved on politics because I don't like anybody. Like all of it is just fucking pure garbage.
Divide and conquer.
It's all division. You know, if you say one thing about one side, it's and you believe it and it is true, well, you're almost being a hypocrite because the other side is the exact same dumb bullshit. So I know what's happening, but I'm not that person to be like, oh, I'm one-sided or whatever. And I dislike both sides as much as possible, and so I don't like to get into that topic at all. So that would probably be the only thing that could be like, oh, I'm so passionate about, but I'm not even passionate about that shit either. So like most people, every single thing that they talk about is political, and I'm like, you know, we go back to the 90s, dude, we were so anti both parties, right? Like our rap music, our music that we were listening to was like, don't trust those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And we still don't. I still don't trust those motherfuckers. That was a thing. Like it's all the same. It's they're still running the same scam on us. So I'm not even passionate about that, because I don't get myself involved in any of that bullshit. So,
well, I'll go. The message that's in my heart to fucking let out is, I told you I had a rough week. I really did. The number of messages and comments and text messages that just to check on me, bro. I that right there within itself, fucking, like, I'm the wealthiest man in the world, bro. To get anyone to give a fuck about you is saying something, and then to get the response that I got last week, like, I joked someone, and I'm sorry, but I value your friendship and our relationship. You know, it's gold to me. So yeah, I was like, yeah, my sponsor wanted to know what the fuck, but like, you really made me feel good when you were like, you good? You know? Mm-hmm. Adrian Puga did the same shit. Paul Trevino, Aaron Mata from Bubba and Bree, like, they were just like, hey, just checking, everything good? And that alone, you know, we just talked off air how we said, you know, kind of that's hard for someone to do that is not even like in my everyday life, for someone to fucking reach out and, man, and I don't even know this person. I really don't. But she comments and she like sends me like all kinds of love. Her name is Brandy Guerra. Like, she even was like, prayers to you, like, whatever you're going through. Fuck, man, like, fuck, dude, that's worth its weight in gold, and that makes me feel hella rich in life. It's, man, dude, my gratitude, my attitude is gratitude, for real. It really opened my eyes to be like, motherfuckers care about you. Yeah. And in a world of shit, in a world that everyone's gonna backstab you and fuck you as quick as they can, to have not only like one person but a group of people give a fuck, dude, it warms my heart. I can't even fucking put it into words, that the gratitude that I feel for that. But man, dude, Adrian's cousin, Mike DeLeon in Houston, like, he reaches out and he shares my shit, and oh man, like, even he's like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are waiting for this episode, and I take it for granted. As much as I love it, as much as I love what I do, and I bring people together, and I still kind of take it for granted because I don't know the reach. I don't understand the reach, and I know that, all right, fuck, like, my bad. My boy Jacob Garza, He's like, hey, man, I don't ever want to go another week without hearing your episode. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's jokes, but it's not, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
no, well, everybody's looking forward to the next episode, but also at the same time, like, this is an actual work. This is and like we still need all breaks. We need to have a break from stuff that you still love. You need a break from hanging out with your wife.
Yeah.
Like heck yeah, she wants to hang out. Sometimes she need a break from you too. But that doesn't mean that you don't love it. So so you need to take a break. You need to relax. You need to get your mind right. You need to tell us that you're not going to record the next episode with time. But it's that you know, you need to chill. We need a day off. Today was a day off. I don't know if you had a day off today, San Juan, but
no, I didn't. No days off.
And we were kind of mad at work that we weren't going to go to work today. It was like, because you know, okay, we got a holiday pay or whatever, but we don't work. We work for holiday pay, but we don't work for holiday pay either. So you lose half of your paycheck for not going to work. And we're like, what the heck? We're like, why don't we not open? Like, a shit ton of people were going to go today. And so we wanted to work because it's a whole entire weekend. Like, we lose money when we don't go to work. So that's why I assumed that you probably work today, right? But you know, if you have a job that's like, oh no, if you went to work or not went to work, you were gonna get paid the same, then I understand why you'd be like, hell yeah, and like, why would I go to work? Like, so, but you still need a day off. You need a day off.
Yeah, and believe me, like, I know that, you know. So I had episodes in the bank for weeks like this, and you know, of course, you take time off and you use them, or life happens and you use them, like. And I didn't have any episodes in the bank, but last week probably was top 5 worst weeks of my life. You know, it was. It really was. I can talk to you off air and tell you the gist of it, but, bro, the shit that the messages and you kind of get caught up into like this being kind of like a job. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then to treat it like a job. And then on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, Thursday afternoon, people are like, you good? What happened? What's up? Hey. And it's not because, hey, I'm waiting for the episode. It's legit because, like, hey, bro, we listen to your show. We know that you don't want to miss it. Are you good? Something happened. Are you good? And I'm just like, fuck, like the warmth in my heart, like, it kind of made the week better.
Yeah.
It really did. The messages, the comments, the IG DMs, it really did make the week better. It made it lighter, easier. And I just want to express my gratitude. I wanted to take the time and just say thank you guys. Means the fucking world. It means, I mean, like I said, man, when no one gives a fuck about no one. Yeah. It really doesn't. I just I couldn't even understand the reach that I'm I don't know. I can't even put it to words. It's just, thank you. I appreciate it. It warms my heart. I can't even express it. Like, if I was the richest fucking man in the world, I'd be fucking calling you like, hey, what can I do for you? Because that's how much I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
It's about JP.
Yeah. I didn't want to get that deep, but, you know.
I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed that, what you just talked about. I apologize for not being that guy for you.
Oh, bro.
But, you know, off the air, I told you, I said, look, I need you to be better at that. Reaching out to my boys, my dogs, the guys that I worry about. And I think about it, but I don't put it into action. I don't send that text.
Yeah.
You know, and we talked about that just a second ago.
Well, we're consumed with stuff that we're doing also. Man. And I see JP often. I talk to JP probably every single day, at least on a text message or on IG or whatever. So even with JP just telling me what was happening this past week, I was so oblivious to it because, and I don't know if he just responds to me more than the normal person, but we talked probably on a daily basis, and it might just be a reel. It might just be, hey, look at this dumb shit right here, whatever, or hey, you coming to the gym today, whatever it is. So it's always small talk all the time. Then I see him on Saturday, and it's all just 100% good times out there. So my bad not even recognizing, but you know, we wake up and we have battles too, and but we also I feel like I keep so much in with JP that you know, maybe I missed it, but we were constantly in communication.
Yeah,
and
no.
I feel like maybe I gave him a little bit of happiness for a second or whatever.
I mean, really and truly, like, you didn't miss it, you know? I mean, we spent my birthday together getting fucked up, you know?
Oh yeah, that was a good time.
Like, no, man, I don't want you to feel any way like, oh, I fucking, no, I hit it well. I really did. But it's just the people that, it's exactly like you're saying, like, the people that didn't miss it, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but that reached out like, are you good? God dang, like, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you tried to hide something well and still people were like, hey, you all right?
Yeah.
How the fuck would you feel? You'd fucking, it warmed the fuck out of your heart. It really, and that's what I thought. I thought I hit it well. And man, bro.
Well, you know, there might be, if there's not an episode, something happened. And so I just thought, it was like, man, I'm fucking tired this week. You know, I don't know what happened, but I'm tired this week. Shit got complicated this week, and it did get complicated. Yeah. So, and you don't have to put out an episode every week. I know everybody was waiting for one.
Take that back and start over. Okay. Edit that shit out.
Well, send your message, Juan. Send your message. Let us know how you really feel.
Hey, go ahead and do a commercial right now.
Go ahead and vent to his ass.
And tigre burrito. Yeah, man. So I didn't mean to get that deep, but maybe your message is deeper than mine, but I really wanted to express that. And thank you guys. Thank you for reaching the fuck out. Thank you for caring, because in this world, this society, like, I know it's hard to give a fuck, and for the response and people checking in on me, fuck, man. I mean, even Ramos, you know, God dang, man. It was overwhelming, and it made me understand that my life doesn't suck, you know? Like, that rough spot doesn't mean you have a rough life, you know what I mean? And it put shit into perspective, and I'm all for it, you know? So, sorry.
No,
But do you have any messages you want to
damn, man. Yeah, just I had my brother-in-law pass away a couple days ago, and it made me start thinking about things like, as in, like, I didn't really know him, like 18, 20 years with him, you know, knowing him. I didn't really know, because, like, his family came, and I didn't know that side, so I never met them or anything like that. But I didn't really know who, we called him Too Tall. It was Leroy. But I didn't really know, so I started thinking, like, I didn't know my grandpa before he passed away. Like, I only knew him as Grandpa. Like, he was somebody before. He was Frank Rodriguez before he was my grandpa.
Yeah.
Before he was my dad's dad. You know what I mean? So, you know, just take the time, man. If you ever get a chance, you know, I've already lost my grandparents, and so I won't. So I started thinking, man, I'll talk to my pop and just ask him, like, what dreams did he have and who he was before he was my dad. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I just know him as my dad. He was a dick when I was young, and still is, but he's too old to do anything to me. But, you know what I mean? I don't know who he is. Like, what was his dreams? I know he didn't. Did he want to be a painter? Did he want to do that? Or did he want to do other shit? Like, what did he want to be?
You don't even know what you want it to be.
Yeah, but like,
because
what-
you didn't have the
Yeah,
opportunity.
but what dreams? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
no
I don't
kidding.
know anything. I just know he was with my mom. They were together for a while, then they weren't. But I just know those things. But I don't really know his what his passions were and what he really. And I didn't know that about my grandpa, so I missed that opportunity. So I could, I haven't even asked him like, hey, who's that? So just with the people you love, and especially the older ones, man, just ask them, who they are.
It makes me sad because I have a brother-in-law who's my wife's sister's husband that he's been in my life for as long as I've been in her life, which is 12 years. I don't know nothing about him either.
I don't know. I thought I knew him. He come around. We play cards. Y'all met him once.
I mean, he's cool as fuck every time
Yeah,
we're
that's what I
around,
like,
but I
know
don't
shit.
know shit about him. You're right.
Nothing.
And that
about
makes
him,
me
man.
sad that
And now they're bringing out photos and they're all talking about him, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't know this shit about him. Damn, I didn't know this about him. I mean, he's goddamn, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I didn't know he did all these things, and he, had all. I didn't even know he had all these fucking kids, and I didn't know these things. I didn't take the time to know who he was, and I missed that opportunity. And I think a lot of times we don't think about that person passing away, the people you love, and to take that opportunity just to be like, hey, tell me about yourself.
No,
Who
yeah,
are you?
for sure.
What are you? And
Damn,
I
it
wish I would've
sounds
done
Yeah,
that with my
you just know a
grandparents.
couple of superficial
Yeah,
things,
superficial things, and we roll on like my mom and stuff. I always get shit, but I don't know who she really was at one time. And when she's gone, I'll never get that. I'll never fucking get it because any friends are always gonna tell you, oh, he was, the kids, oh, he was good and everything. When I die, I want everybody to be 100% asshole.
yeah. Well, you got a little bit.
Hey, you never
like
hear that
if you,
eulogy, right? Hey, man, fuck that dude, right? Like, he was terrible when he was young. He grew up. He got wiser.
He
But
was
God, yeah.
just go like that.
hey, no, we got some San Juan stories. All you have to listen to the JP Lopez show.
you know what? That is a blessing.
Yes.
Because Malachi, right, when he gets older and I pass away, and let's say, unfortunately, I pass away soon, right, and he grows up, he'll hear stories from friends around here talking about me, hearing my voice talk about it and laugh, and he'll get a glimpse of who I was before I was his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's priceless, man.
Oh yeah.
But that's something that I've always admired about Eric. I've never told him this. We can go anywhere, and this was before our wives. This was me, Eric, partying hardcore days. If anybody found an interest in Eric within 30 minutes, and I don't know if it's because he's so easy to talk to, I don't know if he asked the right questions or whatever, but within 30 minutes, I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck you doing? Like, we're over here. Stop talking to this fool. Being a hater.
Yeah.
Being, like, honestly, legit being a hater. And he's like, oh, this is so-and-so. And, like, gives me the whole rundown. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. Like, you know, like, this was networking before it was known as networking. And then so knowing that about Eric in my early years of partying with him, and then now that, our friendship is what it is, we'll fucking be in Cancun. And he'll fucking, like, I'll joke about, like, Eric found a boyfriend. He left his wife for a fucking dude he just met. And he's like, oh, this guy's from Chicago. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, God dang, you're just talking to him for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Like,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? But that's it.
He gets to know them.
Exactly. Like, and I don't have that about me. And it's not because I want to talk to you about, like, me. I'll just talk to you about, like, let's have a good time.
Yeah.
But Eric, I don't know if they talk to him and tell him their life story because he's so easy to talk to. I don't know if Eric asked the questions, but he'll come back and be like, this dude, blah, 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 blah. He's like, remember so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. He told me this, this, and this. And I was like, oh, shit. And then another friendship is built because of a 20-minute conversation with Eric.
Yep. The when you tell me you're from somewhere, I have a little tidbit of where you're from, even if I've been there or not. And so then I'll start asking questions. Oh, this, and this, and this, and this, and then boom, 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 and I'll get all these like the stories or whatever. So now it's hard to leave the story, right? Because I just said, "Oh, you Chicago? Oh, okay." Oh, I went to Buckingham Palace, or not Buckingham Palace, Buckingham Fountain or whatever, the Married with Children fountain.
Yeah.
I went to it. Funny ass fucking story. It took 2 hours from our hotel to get to that motherfucker. A train ride, 4, 5, 6, 7 bus rides, and then like a 2-mile walk. And we got to it, and there was no water in it. Alex was with me. She was like, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" Right? And I was like, "There's no water in here." She goes, "And that's funny to you?" Like, it took us 2 hours, and it was raining too. So, but yeah, man, it took 2 hours to get here, and there's no fucking water in there. It's fucking funny, right? That wasn't funny too, right? So then, if you're from Chicago, you know that fucking fountain. You tell the fucking story. Before you know it, they're like, "Oh, this, and that," and I've been all over the place in Chicago by pure accident, right? And so you have something to talk about.
Yeah, man, that's great business-wise, man. Gift to
No,
dad.
but like I said, like when we first started hanging out hardcore, I was being hater, like, dude, like, fuck, we're over here, fuck that dude. And then it just became, that's who Eric was. That's his DNA. That's his personality. Let Eric be Eric. And then he'll come back, and then that 30-minute conversation has built a friendship that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, this is Eric's boys. Hey, good to meet you, bro. You're good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. It's fucking, it's beautiful because in today's society, it's like, oh, fuck them putos. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, man.
Why you gotta
like,
say it like that?
But that's how we are, you know? We're like,
That's the Arnie Benson
yeah,
way.
yes, yeah. It's standoffish, you know?
for sure,
So,
bro. For sure.
You have to be so aggressive.
I got a friend that I talked to that I've seen. I've seen him once in my entire life, and he's from Pittsburgh and lives in Phoenix now. And we talk at least once a week for the last 4 years. And we met in line to go eat Snow's barbecue. And I don't know if you know what Snow's barbecue is. You know Snow's, right?
you know, Tootsie.
Tootsie. We waited in line. We got there at 7:30 in the morning.
Late. They got there late.
We got there late.
That's late, 7:30?
Bro, you got to be there at 4:30, bro.
Nah.
No, I promise you.
I-
They got sausage. They got there at 7:30.
Sausage, bro. Sausage, they quemaron real quick.
He said,
And-
we got here at 7:30. Y'all ain't getting shit, bro. And he's
ain't
like,
getting
sure
shit.
enough, they didn't get shit.
Dude, I swear to shit, dude. I was from here to that TV before I got into the door so I can get some brisket and ribs or whatever. This far. So that's like 4 or 5 people, maybe 6 people. And when I got up the stairs, they fucking went out there and X'd out everything except for sausage.
You're
And
not getting none of that Tootsie.
Bro.
No, you got a picture with Tootsie.
Yeah, I got a picture with
Yeah,
Tootsie.
you got a picture with it. You didn't get none of that Tootsie barbecue.
I was in line for 6 hours.
Then you got sausage out of 6 hours?
Sausage. And I was starving by the time I got to the front. But you know, one thing that Snows did for me that I appreciate, and I don't know if they did it on purpose or not. I drank like a 30-pack of beer for free.
Well, they definitely didn't know. They definitely didn't know Texas Tech alumni. Like,
So-
they were not familiar with
I was
how
fucking
Lubbock gets down.
hammered.
That was before lunch. That was before lunch.
I was hammered when I got to the front because I just kept on getting like 4 beers at a time. They went to the store to go buy more beers because I got all of them.
Yeah.
Me and this white boy that was from Pittsburgh, right, who was a Texas barbecue enthusiast, and he wanted to move to Austin, and I was like, "No, you're not gonna move to Austin." He goes, "No, I'm gonna move to Austin. I'm gonna make barbecue," and I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna let you know right now. There's 2 reasons why you're not gonna move to Austin and make barbecue. First off, the barbecue business is like, if you did not grow up in Austin, you're not going to be in the Austin barbecue business at all because they'll blackball you. You're not going to be successful. Second, you can't afford to move to Austin unless you have a shit ton of money. And if you're just going to be a start out, you don't have a shit ton of money. And about 2 weeks later, he goes, bro, why the fuck is rent $2,500 in Austin? I was like, I'm telling you, I was
On a
trying
little
to.
casita.
I go, if you're gonna make barbecue in Texas and you're not from Texas, I said you might be able to do it in Fort Worth. I go, but honestly, you should probably move to Lubbock, Texas. You can get away with it in Lubbock because there's not enough barbecue places here. I go, but you're not going to do it in Austin. I said, that's where freaking barbecue came from. I said, you're not going to do it, and they're not going to let you.
Than friends.
They're not going to let you do it. They're really not going to let you do it. So he finally told me, he goes, I'm going to Phoenix. He goes, and I'm going to try barbecue out there. So he's also an accountant, so he has a normal job, and then he was going to do barbecue. And I said, they got legit shit? He goes, bro, I found a spot. They got legit bullshit there, man. I was like, okay, cool. And he goes, I'm going to become an apprentice to be a pit master.
What's this place called? Because I went to a barbecue place. They're at Stephenville, Texas. In Mesa, Arizona.
He's not in Mesa. He told me the name. It didn't stick in my head. But
so a good buddy of mine, and they have their family. The guy that went to Arizona, he cooked barbecue in Texas for 30 years.
Okay.
Well, he bought a vacation home in Arizona.
Oh yeah, you got to do that.
And so he left the kids and everything with his spot.
Hey, bro, in the winter time, bro. No, the people.
Okay, they vacation in the winter.
Dude,
okay. My bad.
No, Phoenix.
If you ever been to Phoenix in like from like September to like March, April, it's the most beautiful place ever.
Bro, my wife's best friend got married in San Francisco. Our connecting flight was in Phoenix, right? We landed in Phoenix at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. And when I got off the terminal, the fucking heat just punched me in the face, and it said 110. And
it's hot out there, bro.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot for sure.
Yeah. That barbecue cook itself, that cow be fucking.
But sorry, when you said vacation, I instantly thought like summertime vacation.
Yeah, Mesa's a good spot, and Scottsdale is a spot.
Yeah, uppity ups and all that shit.
Hey, dude, Scottsdale is like Frisco.
Yeah, it's a real
there in Phoenix, and then Mesa's like Plano, right? So
a little bit of Eric, a little bit of San Juan, a little bit of JP, and then a little bit of YP.
Hey, the last time we went to Puerto Peñasco, when we came back, we stayed in Mesa.
Okay. Yeah.
So my cousin stays up in Gilbert, and we went up there, man. He had a nice little setup, man. We hung out with them. It was a good time. And then we went to Surprise. And then we watched the Rangers.
And the Cubs are there too, right?
Yeah, man, everybody's there.
Yeah.
Man, we had a blast, man.
Yeah.
I tell you this, for the fall to the spring, I would live there.
Yeah.
But I'm too damn fat to live in the summertime, boy. I sweat.
Hey, bro.
I'm like I'm listening and I'm sweating like a motherfucker, man.
I've been to Phoenix and Tucson about 2 or 3 times in June. And it's fucking hot as fuck, right? So me and my brother are driving around, right? We see 0 people walking anywhere, right? And I told my brother, I said, I bet these motherfuckers are lazy as fuck over here. And he was like, why would you say that? I said, do you see anybody walking in the street? I go, I'm not telling you they're lazy because they want to. I said, it's fucking 120 degrees out here. Like, who the fuck? Like, you're inside in the fucking air conditioning. Like, it's fucking hot.
My buddy, he about 18 years ago, he played baseball here at LCU. And then, he made his way to Phoenix and he got a job as a cop. He worked overnight sitting in his patrol car. $120 an hour. Because every construction site has to have a police officer on site. He made more money sleeping on the job than we fucking do waking up in the morning, bro.
Dog, when I was in Phoenix and I was about to go, because I don't know if you know, there's a beach 300,
bro.
3 hours.
Dude, Puerto Penasco is a bad motherfucker.
Y'all
Bro.
been there?
Oh yeah, of course. Three.
Oh, of course y'all have.
Three.
Of course, right, someone?
Must be nice.
Oh, don't bring that conversation. Of course y'all have.
It's a 3.5 hour drive
Fuck
from.
y'all's beach.
Hey, dude, you have to go to Puerto Penasco.
Dude, it's a
fuck
bad
your beach.
Three and a
Fuck your
half
beach, Eric.
hour drive from Phoenix
Let's go.
to the beach.
Bro,
Dangerous?
like,
Let's go. For real, I'm not even kidding.
Oh, y'all going to? Oh, my bad. I don't want to interrupt your vacation plan. Y'all already have vacation.
we're not talking about this year.
I already heard last episode. They already got vacation.
we don't have that plan, for real.
Hey, we only go to Puerto Penasco in June.
Yeah. No, we don't have that plan.
Well, it's my
But it's a
birthday
bad motherfucker, bro.
No,
it's
you-
I've never heard of
fucking.
it.
Dude,
No,
it's bad
yeah, Rocky
ass.
Point. You have to go to Rocky Point.
How long can we charge that Tesla? How far can we get?
Hey, bro, we're gonna have to stop in Gallup first. Hopefully, they have a charger there.
Hey, we got a generator. It's all right. We got a generator.
I want more gas to charge it back up, right?
Oh, man, I'm gonna tell you this.
God,
It cost me $18 to get to Dallas, right, to fly out.
All right.
But you have to stop twice before you get to Dallas, and it's a 40-minute wait
Yes,
by charges.
exactly. Yeah, fuck that.
That
noise.
shit fucked me up. Not all the way up there because we're taking our time because we fly out in the morning. So we're taking our time, no big thing. And man, I want to stop everywhere to eat. So we get there. My girl can eat anybody. I don't give a fuck how big you are. She would out eat.
Bro, we went to Amarillo, and she's like, "Are we gonna stop for snacks?" And I was like, "It's an hour drive. What are you talking about? Stop for snacks?" Like, yeah.
Dude,
yeah, that opened my eyes to be like, "Oh shit!" Like,
People, when I say
someone
that-
ain't bullshitting.
When I say that, people are like, they're thinking she's a really skinny girl, right? Really small. She packs snacks everywhere she goes, just nonstop snacks, bro. I'm like, how the fuck do you eat so
we're
much?
never gonna get to fucking.
Hey, you're the Twinkie bag.
Dude, I'm the big bag Twinkie, dude. I'm like, golly.
and we're never gonna get to that beach you're talking about.
Dude. So on the way up there, no problem. So we stop, get fucking juice up. No big thing when we're in there. She's eating, checking out the stores. And on the way back, we're fucking tired, right? Because we land at 10 o'clock. And I got to come back to work.
Yeah.
So we take off and we have to stop and fucking. It tells you if you don't fully charge that you're not gonna make your trip, right? So we have to sit there 40 fucking minutes to charge us all the way up, and then you take off, and then it tells you need to stop somewhere because you're not gonna make your destination. So we have to stop 40 fucking minutes. I was like, fuck, I need gas.
Fuck Tesla.
Fuck this car. Fuck it. I was so angry, bro. Because by the time I got back to Lubbock, it was 7 o'clock in the morning, right? Got back at 7, parked the car. They went to sleep. I went to work.
But people don't understand. Like, this is not the opportunity for me to say this, but I'm going to say this when we're talking about it. So your iPhone sucks after like 3 or 4 years. The battery sucks, right? Mm-hmm. A car is not any different. Like, you're charging your car every fucking day,
Well, it
every
doesn't
other
because
day.
You're not supposed to charge
like
above 80%.
But what I'm saying, like, the battery still is going
Yeah, I
to
get what you
have its, like, lifespan. And so your charge, it's not going to hold the charge as
same,
long as...
quick as-
And then you're going to throw the car away because the battery sucks.
Well, you got to think, the faster you go, the more battery you're using.
Yeah.
Because it tells you on your speed how far your destination, how much
And
juice
everything that you're using in the car, the air condition, the radio, the
Everything,
whatever,
bro.
it kills the battery too.
it's killing it.
Yeah.
So
And
like
the
I said,
charger from your kids' iPhones and iPads.
Yes, and then they're using the Wi-Fi from the car. It's just fucking draining it, right? So we stop, and like I said, on the way up there, no problem. Plug it in. We fucking go in. They shop around. Amanda gets something to eat. We're chilling. We're not in a hurry to get there. On the way back, I need to get the fuck home. And it was just like fucking shit, man. I was like, golly, we should.
And then your wife's out, just fly out of Lubbock next time.
Dude,
like it's
Amanda,
easy.
I love you, baby. If you're hearing this, I love you. She could be very difficult sometimes. She's
Yeah.
Like, golly,
Yeah,
you should have
man.
bought the other car. Don't complain to me now.
No,
Don't talk shit. I don't need to
no,
hear
that's
none
that,
of
hey,
that.
dude. That's what I don't want to say that's what wives do, but
That's what
that's
wives
what
do.
wives have done. Like shit, it's already hit the fan, right? And they're like, "Oh, we shouldn't have done
Yeah,
this," and I was like,
It's too late.
If you don't have a solution to the problem, Like, don't tell me what I should have done or what we should have done. Like,
But you're the asshole.
We
asshole.
already know that. Like, let's get a solution for what we should have already done. Like,
Exactly.
this right here.
But you're the asshole for saying that.
Dude, always talking shit on the kid, Lord. So it's just because, like, when now that when you travel overseas, you could bypass the lines and shit like that, and you go straight to a waiting room, and you don't have to go through customs. They come over there and they do all that shit, right? So it's like $150 per person, right? So when
No, that easy.
so we get to Jamaica, right? This last month, and we get there, bro, and they had the signs, and the man goes, "Oh, that's cool. What are those signs for?" I said, "Oh, those for the people who paid, so they could bypass customs." I should have not said shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
She was like, "Well, why didn't we get that?" And I was like, "It's like $150 a person." She was like, "And?" I was like, "So we're waiting in line, right?" She's like, and she's just seeing people pass by, and she's getting angry. She's like, "Well, goddamn, man, you could have just got that. Like, golly, I didn't even want to come on this." I was like, "Oh, shit!" I'm like, "Now you should not came on this."
Well, I don't know who Amanda is. She better pump the brakes.
Bro, dude. She kills me, bro. And I'm like,
Hey, sweetheart, Amanda, pump the brakes a little
Pump
bit.
the brakes.
Pump the Tesla brakes a little bit.
So after I clothesline her,
It took an extra 25 more
She really
minutes.
gotta put the Tesla stops itself, man, right? So we go through all that. We get through customs and shit like that, right? So on the way back, you could upgrade your shit, right? So I get the big seats on the way back in the front, and I pay for everything. I was like, I don't want to hear shit when we come back because we're getting there late. So I do all that, bro. So we come back, we bypass everything. Well, our luggage hadn't came off the plane yet, right?
Yeah.
At fucking customs. So people are going, and we're running late for our plane. She was like, "Fuck all that shit. Let's just leave it here." And I said, "All the fucking shit we bought for your families in the fucking suitcase, like all the souvenirs." She's like, "Fuck that. We'll just buy new shit." I said, "We can't buy souvenirs."
I want
man.
your wife's lifestyle.
Bro. So
I want to be your wife.
so we're arguing, right? So we're arguing, bro. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it then. I don't want these fucking. So I'm pissed. Like, fuck it then. Leave the suitcase. We only take two. Me and Malachi share one. Her and Angel share one, right? It's just bathing suits and shorts. So, but they bought a bunch of shit for Amber and everybody. Right? So I take off walking. I was like, fuck it, let's go. So I guess she got a feeling bad. She's like, okay, we'll stay, right? So she'll go. She's like, get in line for customs and stuff like that. That way I could bypass everybody and jump in front, right? I said, we already paid for that. She goes, oh, you paid for it? I said, yeah. She's okay, I'll wait for the luggage. I go, the custom guy's just like, feeling bad for me, right? So we stand there. We can't go past it because he goes, if you go through it, you can't come back. So if you want to wait for her to help her, I would wait right here. You can wait right here. And I was like, okay. So I wait.
No, I'll go through it.
I know, fucker. I'll catch that plane, right? So I'm waiting for her, bro. Everybody who didn't pay the $150 starts passing me. Right? Everybody's fucking passing, going in. We're still waiting for their fucking luggage, bro. Our shit happened to be the last fucking
motherfucker
to come through, bro.
You paid it for nothing.
Paid it for nothing. She comes, man, and her whole shit pissed, right? I'm like, fuck, man. So we get through there and we're going, and then she wants to be in charge now. All of a sudden, never in fucking charge of fucking trips at all. So we get through there and she tells the people, we're running late. Tell them, before all this, she tells me to tell them to hold the plane for us because we're waiting for our luggage. I was like, man, they're not gonna hold a fucking plane for us because your luggage. We're just gonna have to wait. But she was like, no. So we go through. She tells the people where we're going. They say it's been delayed. We got lucky, right? It's been delayed. Here's where we're at. But she's talking, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. We go up to this guy. I was like, what terminal we got to? I don't know. You didn't hear them? I was like, holy fuck, man. I was like, Angel, run back and find out where we're supposed to go. So she goes back. She comes back. We get there. I'm wearing fucking chanclas, right? So we're trying to make it across this whole fucking airport, bro. And I'm in chanclas. Imagine they're wearing shoes, right? So I was like,
they didn't have a golf cart, bro?
Dude, I was like, just run ahead of us and tell them that I'm coming, right? Tell them I'm fucking disabled, something. Just go then. She's like, you really want me to run through this airport? I was like, okay, fuck you, Skip. Just, if you
Get there fast.
But if you want to make this fucking plane go, because I can't run to these fucking chanclas because my feet keep going through the front of them, bro. I was like, fuck that. And then Malachi wants to be carried, right? So I'm like, he's on my shoulders. I'm pulling the fucking thing. Chancla's fucked up. Amanda talking shit, right? So we make the plane,
You're like,
right?
fuck my life.
Like, fuck my life. Fuck, I should have stayed in Jamaica. Something, right? We get on the plane, everything like that. Attitude, bro. They come with the fucking order of, it's only a 2.5 hour flight from Jamaica to Florida, right? This woman's ordering drinks, snacks. I'm like, we're 2.5 hours, man.
They're all the fucking same, bro.
Dude.
God, they're all the same.
And I say that because we watched The Quiet Place day one, and I said that the whole movie was a fucking lie. They said why? Because there was no way that woman didn't say a fucking word the whole fucking movie. There shouldn't have been a woman alive in that movie at all.
Bro, I love my wife. I adore my wife. Every time we leave the country, I want to clothesline the fuck out of her.
And that's
dude.
what made me love her, man.
Like, bro, it never fails. I'm like, why do you gotta check in a fucking bag? Like, we could beat customs like by an hour, but no, we're waiting at the carousel for fucking check-in
you
luggage.
have to check
like,
in, bro.
So they say, before you marry a woman,
Go on a trip, right?
go on a out of the country trip with her, and you'll find out if that's gonna be the one. So I've heard this on. Take her out of the country one time and say that. Are you gonna be the one? Because man, it'll bring out the worst of you.
Oh, dude, it does. It does.
It'll bring out the worst.
And we're getting to this luxury ass resort and we hate each other because I'm fucking like I'm fuming. I'm talking shit to her like.
You got something to say?
No. That's how mine was, and so I let her start being in charge of the whole entire thing, right? And this shit is so fucking smooth now. I just follow her like a little fucking puppy dog.
That must be nice. That would be fucking ideal, bro. But
No,
I know
like-
if I left Amanda in it, I'd probably pay like 10 times what it was worth,
Yeah.
and it'd be super fucking shitty. Super shitty. We probably wouldn't even get there with nobody. Just a fucking empty lot. Because Amanda's just like, oh, that's great. That's a great deal, right? So now we're going, on the 28th, we're going to Punta Cana, right? So we did the all-inclusive because the advice that y'all gave us over there, I really enjoyed it, right?
Oh, I love that place.
We did 2-room suite. And so it comes out, it was like $2,600 a day, right? For 5 days, right? For all of us.
Yeah.
Us four. So everybody's like, why'd you get two rooms, right? And they're like, I said, well, because it's me, my girl, and then my daughter and my son, right? And they were like, well, I was, oh yeah, so you and your girl can have a little time. I said, no, so when we fight, we have separate rooms to fucking go to. So I got my room, so we have extra, you know what I mean? I don't have to sleep on the fucking pull-out couch. I already know how she is. Separate room. I already know how she is. Yeah, so I'm like, plan ahead. Money well spent.
Oh, we're gonna get in so much trouble over this podcast.
But like I said,
Y'all are.
I've been 21 years with her, man. I love her.
You've done this a few times.
If she ever acted different, I wouldn't like it. 21 years, she's been the same. I expected it, and I love her for it. She makes me angry, and then she's eating her food, and everything's all at peace in the world
all she
again.
needs to do is eat, man. That just calms her down.
Man, we've
Just
gone,
buy the airport food.
dude,
It'll be all right.
Dude, we've gone out to eat with JP and them, leave fucking the West table, and then we're at McDonald's, picking shit up.
No.
And it's just like, where do you store all this fucking food at?
I tell mom we already ate. Like, what do you mean you want to go eat again? So we already ate.
I think
They just want a couple of French fries. That's all.
I think me and San Juan were talking like for so long. She was over it and was like, "Fuck you!" Like, I'm going. Someone's like, "My bad. Sorry, we gotta go." And then he texts me, and it's a picture of them in line at a Dairy Queen, bro.
Oh, yeah, Dairy Queen.
And he's like, "She wanted ice cream."
It's just like,
Hey, that's
Yeah.
how you know you love her.
yeah, that's what I said. I've been with her a long fucking. She put up with my ass through everything, man. From living at the shop with nothing, to doing really well in the roller coaster of life, man. Like I said, I wouldn't change her for anything, man. The tough shit, the annoying shit, I wouldn't change none of it because it's her. You know what I mean? And I know the day when we're fucking 90 years old and we're passing away, I'm gonna remember and miss those things.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna miss like I'm gonna miss those shit that annoyed me from her the most. You know.
But you know how much have you annoyed her?
Oh, no, God, damn.
Oh,
You have a podcast, right?
that's a 10-hour podcast on how I.
She was like, she's annoying you because you annoyed her already. And it might have been like you don't annoy her as much, but you annoyed the living shit out of her back in the day. And she's like, you know what? When we get past this annoyment of this man is promising that I'm going to have a better life, now she's going to annoy the living shit out of you.
That's a 10-hour podcast of how he annoys her. Yeah. So before we go home,
Okay, before you close it out, JP, I wanted to send my message out.
that's what I'm saying. Before we go home, let me hear your shit.
So I thought about this, and I think it's come up more from hearing you guys' stories, because I was thinking about this, and I heard what you had to say about your struggle last week and things that our guys have gone through, and shout out to Pugo that I didn't reach out to him this week because I knew something was wrong and I didn't send that text. And even when I get off here, I'm gonna have to send him a text. But one of the things that I'm gonna send you guys, it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And I'll just say it this way, like, man, we have so much faith in you guys. And I say we, and I'm talking about most men, that we trust that you're going to be okay no matter what you go through in life. But, man, sometimes, man, we just need to just check on our boys, man, because sometimes it's okay not to be okay. And I'll say this, JP. I saw a TikTok the other day, and I'm gonna take a drink of this cold beer right here. A girl put a TikTok on and said, "Man, this damn taco is good. It's good. We fried tortilla. They put delicious, food in it, meat, lettuce, tomatoes, everything. But that taco breaks apart, and it falls apart. And us as men fall apart, but when we still eat it, it's still good. It don't matter how you break apart or how you're not good, you're still a good person, man. Mm-hmm. So when you run into trouble in your life, man, don't beat yourself down. You're still a good fucking dude, man. Sometimes the best things in life is them tacos and margaritas, right? Tacos and beer, whatever you want to call it. But man, don't fucking beat yourself up because you're still feeding somebody in their life, man. That's good product. So my message to you and everybody that's listening, you're still a good product. Just because you break down or that tortilla breaks down a little bit or it falls apart, you're still a good product, man. And you're gonna be all right. So my message to you guys is that, yeah, we break down a little bit, but we're still good. Don't fucking worry about that shit. And we got your back, and we're gonna pick you back up, and we're gonna keep going. So,
God damn it, Bo, that's beautiful.
yeah.
You done got me and my wife crying.
Sometimes we break down, brother, but shit, we're still good product to a lot of people, man. So don't fucking think that just because you broke down for 1 week, the weeks that you're here, the weeks that your podcast comes out, it's doing good for a lot of people. Just because a little piece of the tortilla fell apart or one tomato fell off or a little bit of cheese. Fuck that, man. Still good to a lot of people, brother.
We still got fingers to pick up the crumbles.
Yep. So just know that you're good. You're feeding the cause.
I never even thought of it like that. Like, yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. And I love you for fucking putting that out there because I would have never said that. Because I never even thought of that.
Yeah,
For
it's
sure.
good shit, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Cheers.
Hot damn, man. Like, you hit it home, bro. For real. I couldn't even think of a better outro than that. On that note, bro, you had any shout outs?
We're gonna give a shout out to Alex, my number one, my day one, ride or die. Everything that I got is because of her, and we're men. We do everything. It's hard to do it without someone else. So if you want to have a good day, be good to your chick, and it could be a terrible day and still be good to her. Mm-hmm. So if she wants to be a passenger princess, let her. If she wants to tell you, hey man, keep on, don't do that shit to me. All right, don't do that shit to her. And then over here too, you always got your day one always next to you. So
honestly, bro, to add what you're saying to that, like, when someone says I come home from a hard day's work and she has my drink, my Coke, my Coca-Cola ready, any other motherfucker would be like, that's the dumbest shit. You provide a lifestyle and you're happy about a Coke. You don't understand the appreciation and the simplicity in that little detail. You know what I mean? Then that goes what you're saying. Like, if you're having a shit fucking day, be good to your fucking lady because she's going to make it better.
Yeah. Yeah, mine is going to have something to eat, and she'll ask me, what do I want to drink? And I can drink water, Sprite, or a beer, and she'll bring it to me while I sit down on the couch. So it don't matter how we say, oh, they did this, they annoyed me, blah blah blah. Oh, yeah. They're day ones. Yeah, for sure. They're day ones.
I like how you clarified that it was Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? I was like, it's like, yeah, she got his Coke lined up.
Like, about to do some rails.
He was like, yeah, his soda. Got his Coke ready for him, his Coca-Cola. So, no,
but yeah, man, like, cause you've said that, like, as much as you come up here and we talk shit about our wives, you've portrayed the love that the genuine love for your wife, that it goes not unnoticed. You know what I mean? So yeah, for me to include that, yeah, you're right. Fuck yeah,
100%.
If I can get my wife to not check in a bag every time we go out of the country,
everything's gonna work.
Yeah, everything is gonna
be so simple.
Bro, they need 79 pounds and a half of clothes for the 3 days, bro. Come on. I mean,
I'm like,
80 pounds.
I'm like, bro, why do you need this big ass thing if you're just got
hood spirit
fucking bikinis for 6 days? Like, you're packing all this shit for bikinis for 6 days.
Swimsuits. That's it. It's just that.
But I need all this shit just in case I shit my pants every time I'm out of fucking town. Like, every day I'm out of
town. My shit's full of long socks.
Long socks.
I'm wearing long socks to everybody. You know, these right here, all different ones. I wear them till I get to the beach.
This motherfucker's so Ardent Benson, ain't he?
Go into the socks. I go into the water. I come out. I dry them up. I put my socks back on. And you know, it's because how my legs are, right? They're really bad. So
they're not, Puto. They're not.
After when we get off, I'm gonna show you my legs.
I see them. They're not.
You see this side?
Yes. Yes, they're not, Puto.
You're just being nice. You're being better.
That's my friend. He's a boy. He's my boyfriend.
He's my boyfriend. I just, but you know, like Amanda says, and Angel says, just like it's you who are, you know. But I am. I really Because I want like how everybody's staring. They're not gonna want to eat. They're gonna look at that fucking turkey leg. They're like, fuck that.
Do the turkey leg.
They're like, Dad, it is turkey leg. It's rotting over there. But that's just me, man. Always with the long socks. That's all I pack.
You got any shout outs, brother?
To my sister-in-law, Amber.
Yeah, we're praying for you, Amber. I know I've only met you a few times, but most definitely praying for you. Sorry that you've lost your husband, and sorry that you lost your loved one, but whew, I can only imagine what that feels like, and I'm praying for you.
Yeah, just her, man, and everybody out there grinding, man, and you know, going through the struggle. You know what I mean? Just tomorrow will be a better day, and if not, the next day will.
For sure.
It always gets better. Regardless. Yeah. So that's it, man.
Boke, I can't thank you enough for not only being here, but dude, you've added so much value to today's episode that you've changed my mind on the way I've thought on a couple topics, and I was just like, fuck. You kind of made me feel like I'm a piece of shit because I didn't think that way.
No.
And I'm bullshitting. But
I'm not out here to.
yeah, I'm bullshitting.
knock
But for real,
anybody
I
down.
never thought the way you fucking pointed out shit like. And that's fucking badass because that's what we're here for, to fucking point out our different topics and point of views, and fuck yeah, man.
You know, I'll give a shout out to you guys, right, for asking me to come on, and then San Juan. It's been a long time. Yeah. I always joked around like I would never recognize San Juan because I ain't seen him in so many years. But man, you don't know how much it means to me to see you.
Yeah, same here, man.
And then, man, because I've heard your stories through the podcast, and then finally getting to see you and shaking your hand and, you know, giving you a hug, and, you know, and then just being here on the few times I've been with Eric and you know, your beautiful wife, JP. I mean, man, she's amazing, and she supports you, and the way y'all talk about them and support them. But I want to say this: we're rich in friends and family, and
Most definitely.
man, like. It's unbelievable. Now, I just want to do one more shout out to Ramos and Eric for supporting my son
Yeah. Yes. Fuck yeah.
on this deal, and
Yeah.
hopefully they can continue to grow and, you know, get it going. And I know it's hard, man. It's not easy.
So the polar opposites, they are
Yeah.
on the John Eric Media.
Can I get that on that thing you put on my phone?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, polar opposites.
And,
So these are young cats that are discussing mental health. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and they gave me a different perspective on certain things, you know, what I put him through as a child and raising him, because he, like you were talking about earlier, said one that he grew up with me, man.
Yeah.
When I had him, shit, I put him through the ringer, man. I was hard on him. So he gives me a perspective, and I'm very fortunate that I can really talk to him now, and he gives me perspective, and he puts shit in my ears that I can really, like, when I come on here, I can really speak to it. And man, it's amazing.
no,
'Cause,
yeah.
you
It's
know,
beautiful. It is.
You know, when I talk about from a different perspective, or just say, look, are we really that grateful? Are we really that blessed? Because should we have gone through that? Because he gives me a vision and an earful. He just tells me, like, man, does it have to be that way for every generation? Well, man, when he tells me shit like that, shout out to him for having the balls to speak up to me and having the fucking ganas, right? Like whatever you want to call it, the fucking machismo, whatever because he'll stand up to me and tell me, hey, look, you don't have to always be this way, you know? So I have to step
but
back
bro,
and
that's how you
understand
know
that,
you raised him right.
you know, and so...
To have morals and values, to even stand up to his own dad, to
Yeah.
be like, hey,
Does it always have to be this way?
Yeah.
Take a different perspective. And so that's where my different perspective comes in, that he's able to talk to me, you know, whether it's through a podcast or through, because I've heard some stuff he said on that podcast that I've never heard from him face to face, right? But man, shout out to Ramos and Eric and, you know, you guys for letting him know that, man, he's got an outlet.
no, yeah, for sure.
He's got an outlet to express it. Maybe it's not direct, but I hear it.
But you know what's beautiful about that podcast is, like, he's got a homeboy that's built like us. That friendship is built like our friendship. You know what I mean? And that's gold within itself. Cause, bro, let's be real. Like, we hadn't seen each other in years, and I'm like, hey, come on the podcast, and boom, it's like we never missed a beat.
Another brother right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Seen them forever, man.
So, I mean, really and truly, that's gold within itself. But, Boke, I appreciate you coming on. I know your schedule is hectic. I know tonight was a fucked up night because...
Well, I'll be up in a few hours.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll be working
But
again.
but
yeah.
you have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Oh, I love
like
it, man.
from the bottom
You know,
of my heart, like for real.
It's hard for me to get out of bed, right? Because it's just hard, right? I'm going to be up in a few hours, but I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. I tell you this. For me to see San Juan, to see him prosper, and always be in your presence, Eric, and then just be available for you, JP. Man, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I can sleep the rest of the days of the week, man, and I would take it on, man. So yeah,
Thank you, man.
you guys.
For real. Thank you. I want to take this time to once again praise Aaron Mata, Joanne Mata, Bubba and Bree. Really want to praise Friends Barbecue, Jimenez. They're gonna combine. Based on what Mark's saying, is going to be Jimenez and Friends. Most definitely want to praise Poncho. I love you, dude. Constantly talking shit about you, but love you. I mean, without friends like us, you don't need enemies. Freddie, love you, dude. Mike Landine, Adrian Puga, Paul Trevino, I love you fuckers, man. You guys, fuck, man. For real. Brandy Guerra, I know I said I've never met you, but you fucking keep me going too. And want to shout out my sponsors, DJ Kipo, Patriot Painting Construction, Theater Burrito. If you hadn't had Theater Burrito yet, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. You need to slap yourself. But, man, for real, man, thank you, Eric.
Hey, thank you.
I fucking, from the bottom of my heart, I fucking love you. It goes without being said, but I don't want you to feel bad because you didn't realize I was having a bad week because I thought I was doing a great job of fucking keeping it hidden. And that's what I was doing to you, is keeping it hidden. And I love you, bro. I fucking love you, man. Till next time, guys. Read some books.
Oh, it's you again. This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in commercial and residential. They also specialize in drywall and paint. No job is too big or too small for them. Hit them up at 806-544-7199.